Alec, you're not talking?
Well,
No?
I had the hiccups.
Oh shit, I was
There you
muted.
are.
I haven't even started drinking yet.
Let me recount Azel's entire past trip again.
Just watch the
I will fucking
sound
Go.
check, please, Alec.
I will
Mark,
find a way to
physically
get to
fucking
Houston,
killing me.
and I will punch you.
Okay, are you ready for
I
the
will
sound check?
develop
Fucking killing me.
teleportation technology just for that.
Yeah, I'm ready for sound check.
I would like
Riggs.
to recite the
Sound- you
entire
sound
work
good.
of Hosier.
Riggs.
What's up?
Sound check.
Sound check, la 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 la. You guys, I fooled y'all. I told you I had a couple of months worth of time, but guess what?
Alright, Frankie. Our talk?
Frankie.
Fuck you, Frankie.
Test,
Yeah.
test. 1, 2. Test. Let's get ready to rumble.
I can't. That is his back.
And carry boxes out of caves.
That is his our talk, because I can make our
That
talk.
Did that?
sounds
We
like our
speedrunned that already.
Sounds like fun,
Test,
right?
test.
Loki.
Hey, this is Loki. In this game, one of my favorites is Sandshrew, and guess what? I can catch a green one, because I'm green!
Lyric.
She
I
sounds so
am
unimpressed by
going to
that.
kill you all. I just need y'all to know that. Okay. Okay.
Potato.
I've got a vein popping out of my forehead right now.
Feed me some fruit.
What kind of fruit?
Yes.
Peaches.
Millions
The
of
Roger is
peaches.
better.
Peaches for me.
Millions of them.
I hear they come in a can. Tricks.
So, what other time-stalling things can we do to drive Lyric up the wall tonight?
Okay, and
God
then
damn
Alec.
it.
In a factory downtown.
I hate you all.
I want to die. I'm good.
My little way. I eat peaches every day.
Oh my
Shut
god.
up!
Peaches, 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 peaches.
Peaches, 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 peaches.
That song took like a very
Watched that
dramatic
movie,
turn.
Like, last week.
I finally did watch the Mario movie. I loved the star. The star was adorable.
Oh, I love the star.
I think it Lumi.
And my pain and suffering. I don't
The
exactly know what he
existential
said.
dread. And apparently that is lore accurate?
Real? Oh my god. First star.
Yeah.
You want to know what else is lore
Plus
accurate?
size.
The mushrooms are bricks.
Anywho.
Mr. DM?
How we doing? We doing good?
Yeah.
We doing it.
Alright.
What are the Austin tickets like?
Perfect, perfect. Okay. If everybody is ready.
Si, senor.
Oh, gross. The Austin tickets are gross. That's what they are. Else it is, bitches.
Y'all have music?
Yes.
Oh,
All right.
I did, but I don't now. Hang on.
Sure.
No?
No?
I have music.
I have
I
music.
had music when I joined, and I just now noticed it's gone.
It's
Wait,
working
wait.
fine for me. This is one of my
Okay, I
favorite
hear it now.
musics. I love this
Okay.
music.
All
The
right.
interesting things are going to be revealed music.
It's the mystery music. A little bit sad sometimes.
It's true. All right. So, insert a witty recap here. I'm just playing.
Right. That's good enough. That covers it all.
Yeah, that's right. So last week, everyone, we finished our fight with a very peculiar reanimated bear that seemed to have been controlled by a bugbear that was almost seemingly at times untouchable. You managed to slain the beast, kind of inadvertently by killing the bugbear and taking his amulet, and you stumbled upon piles and stacks of loot, of crates and barrels, all property and possession, bound for the town of Phandelver, from what you can tell here, along with a stack of very peculiar crates that were marked with a symbol of sorts that D1 immediately recognized as being from this tribe.
That who recognized?
Who's
Sorry, Sato. Sato. See, I do it every session, man. Every session I do it.
I think it's the first time you've done it for us.
Has it been? Wow, that's crazy.
No.
No,
He does it.
for an announcement anyway.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
I know. I usually have this written out. And as soon as you find the crates and the barrels and such, all of the stolen goods, you also find a very wounded man near the back of the cave. He doesn't really say much to you, as you kind of assume that he has something to do with Rockseeker, and maybe perhaps he might have something to do with maybe knowing where he might be. You take some time after your fight here to lick your wounds and kind of position the crates and the barrels to a more efficient location so that you can kind of get them out of the cave here, at the mouth of the cave. And that is where we're going to begin tonight's session, everyone. As you sit here, Talia, Trix, Eldinus, and Lyric, I'm assuming, you kind of make your way out of the cave here, and you find yourself to the closest to the fire, from the other cave that you remember kind of leading in here, as a lot of the other people kind of in your party begin to move things around, boxes and barrels and such, now that you've kind of cleaned out the cave here, to a more secure location towards the front of the cave here. I'll go ahead and give you the floor.
I feel so sick.
Can we also have the map?
You can in just a moment.
He's working on it. Patience. Miss Delays.
muted, Ray.
I'm totally muted. Azel, I believe, is with us as well because he's carrying our new friend. I think it was Azel who's carrying him.
Was it me? Either way, I'm carrying. I'll carry him.
I think me and you manhandled him and Aldina's this direction.
Like,
Talia.
no,
I'm
well,
fine.
the one guy is unconscious.
I'm fine. The only time I get fucked up is if I take damage.
Yeah. The
Like, I'm
one
good
guy is
otherwise.
unconscious, and so I'm supporting Aldinus
Yeah.
out. Somebody carried the other guy out. I just don't remember who it was.
Drag
think
the
it
other
was
guy out. It's
Sato.
fine. Yeah, but they're also going back. Whoever carried him, they're also they're going back and forth getting crates and shit.
Mhm.
I'm
I
just
think Sato
keeping
said he
an
would carry
eye.
the guy out.
I'm just keeping my eye on my patients, trying to see, like, are they in danger of needing to be stabilized? Are they stable, or are they needing to
Have
be
liquor.
stabilized? Do they drop
Do I
to a
have
point
liquor?
where they need to be stabilized?
Stable,
That's
stable.
literally all I'm doing.
With
Um,
Stable,
Eldinus?
stable,
Uh-huh.
stable, stable.
Well, Aldinus and
Yeah.
our new friend and Lyric, who
Yeah.
Lyric seems the best off of the three of them, I think.
Yeah, sure.
I got my
Um,
wineskin and mead. I'm like drinking that shit too.
Yeah, yeah.
My mead
no,
wineskins.
I'll give you the map in just a moment here.
Okay. I was wondering.
And-
I was wondering.
I will. Yeah, I'll give it to you in just a moment here. Lyric, you kind of you're kind of sat here by the fire too, along next to Talia. She kind of keeps a close eye on you.
And I've been
and
knocked back into
Aldinus.
true form.
I'm sorry.
Gross. I've also been knocked back into true form because somebody
Yes,
told
you
me
have.
rude.
You have. And Talia, you notice. Roll a perception check, Talia.
Sure.
Just
Oh, you know what
just
I
for
never
fun.
did? I never opened my character sheet.
Oh shit.
Okay, I've got
It's
it up
okay.
now. Hang on.
No worries. No worries.
So Talia doesn't know
perception
that I
check?
went down yet,
Yes,
and I'm not
perception.
telling her. But I am in my true form, which would be sus.
19.
Got 19. Not bad, not bad. Talia, you notice pretty directly, that was interception. You notice sorry. You notice pretty quickly the green spots upon the left side of Lyric's face. It's very blotchy, um, but it contrasts well.
White skin. Lovely.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I'm just gonna make a note of that. I'm not gonna say anything about it.
You got it, Talia. You got it. As well as
Lyric is so
Eldina,
stressed.
as you as you kind of look at them both, you can see Lyric. Lyric has puncture wounds kind of all up her right arm, um, along with like the inside of her palm, and some of her fingers seem like they've been kind of mangled a little bit on some of the areas. She's bleeding a bit. Most of the bleeding has stopped, but
My
it's
shoulder.
you can tell she's pretty hurt. It's her shoulder and the upper arm that hurts the most. It looks as though she might even have a cracked rib, the way that she's holding her side. And you're pretty sure that you can smell something. Something doesn't smell entirely right here. Now you are in a cave. There is mildew to consider and such, but something isn't entirely right here. As well as Eldinus, you notice Eldinus is giving off kind of the same scent, Talia, and you can also see, aside from you kind of helping her and bringing her back from the brink, you can see there are puncture wounds kind of all up and down her body as well. You can see there are spots of where the blood kind of soaked through her clothes, and it was kind of drawn back in. But you can see there's still kind of an outline of where the blood gathered around her garments. You can also see around her upper neck there are two very large puncture wounds, kind of one right in front of the jaw and kind of one behind the neck a bit. And also there's a smell. You almost swear there's almost like a green hue to the skin. Not the same as Lyrics. This is more of a more of like a sickly kind of look.
Okay, well, while we're sitting here kind of waiting on everyone else to move things, I'm gonna dig through my pack and pull out some, like, I have some, like, common clothes in my pack. I'm just gonna pull those out and start shredding them into strips. So that, obviously I've tried a bunch of healing and the healing is not seeming super effective. It's a little bit effective, but I feel like it would take a lot of healing to make any sort of progress. So I'm just gonna start wrapping up the worst of their injuries to try to like staunch what's left of the bleeding.
Yeah, sure. That's a great idea, Talia. Roll a medicine check for me.
Medicine check. Medicine. 27.
Nice.
Oh, look at that.
Nice.
Talia.
The one.
You not only do you begin to pull off perfect strands of fabric here, just enough thickness, kind of rather just long enough to be able to fold it over to get a nice thick padding, and you manage to bandage them up in such a way that each bandage is secured to the next. And before you even do this, the smell instantly reminds you of something that you've smelled in the past, somewhere on your travels, somewhere in your journeys. And you're able to remember that just a little bit of alcohol in the wound will help with that dramatically.
Oh God.
And so you pour a little out, and there is a moment, and I'll let you roleplay this if you'd like.
Okay.
I'm sitting here and drinking.
I'm gonna start with Lyric, and I'm gonna look at her for a second, and I'm gonna grab the alcohol out of her hands and say, "Can I borrow this for a second?" And start gently pouring it into the wounds.
I have more than one
Lyric.
wineskin. I have more than one wineskin of mead, so I'm just gonna pull out another one.
Oh, Lyric, roll a Constitution save.
Oof.
On save.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is to go along with my amulet of the drunkard. You know, I was supposed to get drunk to
Yeah,
heal
for
me.
sure.
That's what I'm supposed to do.
14. Lyric, you notice there is a sting at first, and for a moment you want to let out just a little, but you remember you're training, and you remember there was a moment in your monk training where you were forced to endure the heat of fire as it got closer and closer to you. And you remember the look on your teacher's face that after mocking you, saying you can't endure. There's no way you can endure as long as your brothers and sisters. There's not a chance. And you remember looking at him out of spite and enduring longer than any of them. And you remember in that moment, and you endure, even though it's painful.
I am literally staring at a cave wall, giving him the same "go fuck yourself" look, even though it's a cave wall.
Nice. Yes. Perfect.
Never
Aldinus is the same.
underestimate spite.
That's true.
Real
Um,
quick, Reese. I'm
yeah.
so sorry. I have to
No.
derail you for 30 seconds,
Sure.
but I will forget.
No, please.
I was given purple cloth at the end of the last session, correct?
That's true. Yep, that's correct.
Okay, cool. I forgot to
Yep.
put it on my character sheet. Sorry.
Yeah, no, all good, all good. All right,
Anyway.
perfect. All right, that goes that, if everybody is good with that.
Yep. I'm just gonna use the alcohol to help cleanse the wounds, some to clean them.
Yeah, that's perfect, Talia. Lyric, you feel remarkably better after about 5-10 minutes of sitting here on the floor of the cave. Aldinus as well. You see, there's a her skin becomes a little bit more flush, which is good considering what it looked like before. Although Talia, you do still recall seeing something very odd, and there are hints where you swear that when the fire hits her a certain way, her skin almost turns transparent, just for a moment. But then she looks at you and seems almost normal. She's very quiet in the moment. I'd like to just open up the floor for everyone else as you all begin to carry stuff out of the cave.
Yay! Map!
Oh look, all the men are doing work.
Hey,
All the men are
No,
doing
and
more.
Trix,
Yeah.
and Trix.
Trix is helping with the
Trix.
work.
Yeah.
I am.
Yes.
Well, Trent would help with the work
Well,
at
from
least
what
long enough
Artok
to
can
go
see
look
from his
for her
position.
damn arrows.
Way to
No, no.
perpetuate the gender
And I'm
stereotype.
freaking doing work over here, man.
I can assume.
Loki
Is
doing that.
Artok a
That's
sexist?
hilarious.
Maybe.
That was not even meant. All right, perfect.
Oh, God,
Surprise to
Bryce, I
sexist?
love you.
Definitely not. That's the fun of role playing. Be a
Alright.
Yeah,
Nazi.
that was our
You get to play a person you don't normally get to play.
I mean, Artok is a goblin, equivalent of a Nazi.
And also a dragon who likes
And a
to hoard.
dragon.
Very nice.
Alright.
Yeah, so you're kind of gathered here. You see Sildar, rather this weird, odd person that you see here, which you remember hearing the name Sildar from somewhere. You don't recall exactly where. It could have been somebody in town, referring to a bodyguard or something. You do remember, perhaps it was an old lady or something that from the inn from a while ago. It's hard to recall. Nonetheless, he is very injured in front of you and seems to be suffering from some kind of ailment, as well as many puncture wounds and cuts and such. It looks almost as though he might even have been subject to torture in some ways, maybe for information extraction.
So this is Sildar's heir, not Sildar himself.
Sildar's heir. Wow, that's great.
I
Sorry.
am working on him as well, by the way. With the,
That's a Sildar, by the way.
yes, yes, but it was
I
funny.
love that though. That is a high five, my friend. There. Well done.
Always love a Lord of the Rings reference.
That's so good. He's always on top of that stuff, like right there. All right, so yeah, so you're kind of all in your own mode, and I'd like to kind of just open the floor to the other group over here. I apologize for kind of separating you in the moment. I just figured, I assume that this is maybe what you might have done anyway, but please feel free to kind of,
I want
Dry-
to go find my arrows.
I assumed as much. And Trix, you you already kind of did. End of
Oh.
last session. Yeah, end of last session. You remember you kind of went ahead and you found the corpse
From
of
the
a
bear. I'm talking about
very
the arrows
rotted.
that have been laying out here for months since we went into the cave and that I completely forgot to retrieve.
Okay, how many were out here? Do you remember?
I have no idea.
Okay, I don't either. So, unfortunately, Trix, we're probably just gonna have to. I don't have them written down.
If you have any idea what session that was, let me check my notes. At least
Well, later. You can do it later. Just
Yeah.
we'll just say that you looked around for your arrows. But what do you want to do after that?
I don't.
Walk into fire.
Fuck you.
Also, keep in mind any creatures that would have walked through here, orcs, bugbears, anything that might have caught eye of something like that would have probably picked it up. But again, I just want you to kind of we'll go past that Trix and we'll come back to that later. Is there anything you wanted to do after?
Lurk?
Lurk? Help move stuff? Help move loot?
Probably.
Okay. Conversations. Is there any conversations here? I would imagine as you're moving stuff, you probably want to discuss what the hell you just went through. I mean, I would imagine. And I'll go ahead and open the floor here for a minute or two.
I might just mention that, who checked on Maladroid last?
I just kind of give you like a blank stare, not really knowing who Maladroid is. I was like,
Yeah. I was
under
about
my
to
breath,
say.
I'm like, is that the one that changes?
I mean, they're kind of both donkeys, but, or
Wow.
Artok thing. Oh my god. Such a fucking Artok thing to say. That's the one that changed.
God damn it.
Oh, that's weird. Sorry, no.
Oh
one's-
my
which one's
god.
Maladroid?
What the fuck?
That was good, Bryce.
Oh my fucking god, I died.
Fuck.
All that killing really makes me forgetful. Sorry.
Yeah.
Bloodlust.
God.
Dude,
I mean,
what was with that? That was worse than when I went into the cave all alone.
we killed a thing or two in here. I mean, we were stomping on goblins like they were insects.
Yeah,
And
they
what the
are.
fuck was with that bear? It didn't go down.
It was dead.
It was being controlled by that one guy.
Yeah, that one guy just needed an axe to the back of the head and problem solved.
I suppose, but did
Or
you have
two, apparently.
did you have
Yeah.
to kill him while he was charmed by Artok here?
Well,
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, what
Yeah.
better time, right? Like, I was perfect time.
I mean, that was my plan.
Get him from behind, right?
That's what I thought Loki would do. I thought I'd direct his attention to Loki, and Loki would just,
Sato, I never
stab him
thought
with
I
his
would.
horns.
Anytime you get a chance to take someone from behind, you take
Yeah, I never thought I would hear you say something like that, Sato.
I just kind of look at you like, you didn't? Really? I kind of look at all the boxes and say, so, how many trips do you think this is going to take us?
Oh god.
I
don't
mean,
get
my
me started.
idea is
Well,
to go get the cart and park it right next to the door here, so it's
Probably
like,
a good idea.
we shouldn't carry this to the cart. We should bring the cart to this, right? Doesn't that make sense?
And I'll need to find Zephyr. He's probably screwing off somewhere, fighting a squirrel.
Oh yeah, your little
Little familiar friend.
yeah, your owl.
Hey, Flicker.
Yeah,
Well-
maybe we should. I think we should go get the cart and bring it over here, so it's nice
I
and
can go
close.
get
it
and
might be
we,
easier.
Forget where it is, so someone's gonna have to show me.
Where the
I don't think it's
fuck
on
did we
this
hide
part
it?
of the map.
No, Artux is that character. He doesn't
it's
remember
off.
where we put the card.
It's off over
Um,
this way. It's on the next section. of the map over
guys?
Yes?
1 second. Trix, before you move. Are you? Is that what the plan is? You're kind of go get the cart,
Yes.
bring it
Let's
back.
go. Let's go get the
Yes.
cart and then.
Who's
load up.
all going?
I was-
I'm gonna go back into the cave that the rest of the party's at somewhere.
I'm gonna go out to the cart.
I'll
With
just tell
whoever
Loki they're
goes.
over by the fire pit, over there.
Wait, where's over there?
You go up, past the water trap, and then into the little cave.
I'm gonna
Underneath
nod
the
like I
bridge.
know what I'm doing and start walking in the wrong direction.
Nice.
Just
Yeah,
don't
you
go
see-
across. No, you can't go that way. That was a cliff up. You literally just go, and if you cross the bridge, you went the wrong way.
She's
The
talking
bridge will
like
be
she's
over his head. That bridge is high.
That's hilarious. You guys are so funny.
I'm gonna go that way.
Go that
Yeah.
way and look for light.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And we're gonna let Loki go over here first before we move on. And I'm sorry. Thank you for being patient. Loki, you managed to slowly bump along the corridor here before you managed to remember. Oh, there was another entrance over here, surrounded by a couple of pools of water stacked up, uh, with in a very peculiar way. You notice, Loki, people gathered around a fire in the other corridor, kind of or rather the other chamber of the cave, as you
Gotcha.
approach.
Do I see anything funky while I'm approaching?
Define something funky.
Off.
Something
Strange
off. Roll a perception check, Loki.
perception. Alright. That's charisma. No. That's a saving.
You notice a goblin dancing on a pole.
I hope not. That's all saving throws. How do I just roll a perception check by itself? Perception.
Anything you want for 5 silver, I'm not picky. Sorry, I'm done.
Did I get it?
Yeah, you got it.
Sorry, yeah.
You were quiet for a little while. I was concerned.
I know. I'm sorry. Loki, as you begin to walk in the room here, you notice a shadow that's dancing around almost immediately on the wall. It seems to flicker around up on the shadow of the wall, up behind the wounded Soldar, kind of in front of you. You swear that it looks like a flying butterfly on the wall of the cave.
That is very interesting.
But it's just shadows. It's just a play of light. You notice Eldina sitting there next to Talia and next to Lyric, and they all seem to be kind of aiding one another, we'll say. Talia kind of at the helm here, using alcohol to kind of clean wounds and then wrapping them with, double plied bandaging taken from torn pieces of clothing, actually. Really, really well done. And you can see she's done a pretty remarkable job here of aiding the wounds here as you kind of walk in. You do see, however, there is a very wounded somebody laying on the cave floor in here.
Oh. So I'm gonna go past to where Lyric is and just gonna walk around her towards the strange man. But before
They're
I
just
actually
gonna grunt
get
you.
close enough to him, I'm gonna stop and pour my fingers into a butterfly and just kinda do a little butterfly shadow on the wall. And then I'm going to go to the gentleman right here and kind of inspect him. Is he conscious?
Yeah. He is not. No, he's breathing, but he's not conscious.
I'm gonna turn to and look at Talia and be like, is he okay?
I don't answer him at first, like I don't notice I'm very focused on cleaning the wounds, and it's almost like I don't even notice he's walked in or he's talking to me at first.
Yeah, sure, Talia.
And I'm gonna look at Aldinus, and same question: is he okay?
I I don't think so.
Yeah, he's
She
pretty
kind of
fucked, Loki.
rubs her arm. Yeah.
Hmm.
Do you know who this man is?
No idea. Until he wakes up, I don't think we can get anything out of him.
He's gonna require a very skilled healer, I think.
What is wrong with him?
He seems to have some kind of curse, maybe?
Oh.
It's hard to tell. She kind of grabs her gut, her ribs.
Are
She seems
you okay?
absolutely in pain.
You seem
She is
a
not.
bit off.
Yeah, you can tell there's something not quite right. She stumbles over her words a lot, Loki, and you could tell there are puncture wounds all up and down her body. Her arm seems kind of bent a little bit the wrong way.
Oh God.
It's a little twisted. You can see there's a very large puncture wound kind of at her ribs, and it's probably likely that a couple of her ribs are probably broken, among other things. It's hard to know if she's internally bleeding or anything like that.
I'm gonna just kind of lean to the side a little bit towards where Lyric is, and be like, "Is she okay?"
Talia's not really talking while she's working on her, so I'm assuming no. I'm just getting drunk. Do you want to join me? And I'm gonna poke at my puncture wounds on my shoulder and my neck
Yeah.
a little bit and be like, "Fuck, that's gonna scar."
All of a
Oh,
sudden,
yeah.
as she does that,
Gnarly.
Talia's gonna reach up and swat her hand away and say, "Stop that!"
It's not like I can feel it. You put enough fucking booze in it.
I'm just gonna glare at her. And then go back
You know,
to
meat can't
wrapping
be
wounds.
good for flesh wounds. It's got sugar and stuff in it, man.
I didn't exactly have any other options.
Data's
poured
got the whiskey.
liquor into their wounds? What was wrong?
I got the whiskey and the stone.
I finally noticed Loki, and I kind of blink at him for a minute. Then I go, "Oh, Loki. They..."
Right up and talking to us.
And I'm gonna kind of make a face, and I go, "They... I don't know if it's poison or what, but I remember that alcohol in the wounds can help cleanse some of it out."
Cleanse it, but will it treat it?
No, it won't treat it. It'll just help.
Am I still
no.
taking random residual
Can
damage,
I-
by the way,
can I-
Reeks?
Can
Not at the moment.
Okay.
Can I
What's up?
ask, this knowledge of alcohol helping, is it related to... Is it part of a symptom of the sickness that you told me about, or is it something different?
It is something different.
Okay.
Poison, you say?
Maybe.
Do you think we should give our dude a potion? I might have one in my pack.
I'm gonna...
Hey,
I'm
now
gonna...
that you
I'm
now
gonna-
that you mention it,
Go ahead.
I think I have something for poison.
I'm not sure that it
Oh,
is
I think
poison.
I owe you potions, Loki.
I'm gonna dig around my pack and I'm gonna pull out this
Oh.
and hand it to Talia.
What,
Be like, will this help?
what did you pull out? I'm sorry.
I put it in general.
Oh, you put it in Discord.
Yes.
Antitoxin.
I don't know. I don't think so. Would I know if this would help, DM?
Roll a medicine check, Talia.
Roll hot.
Please,
roll
please
hot.
don't roll low.
Stop saying that.
11.
Oh,
Ah,
it's better than a 1.
average passing grade.
Talia, it seems as though the liquids that swirl around in this bottle contain some kind of healing properties. It's hard to know if drinking this liquid would either prevent a poison or treat it, or both. It's hard to know. I will say this. You know from your and I'm only giving you this because you were like a little. I'm just giving you a little bit more from your history, from the knowledge of your past and the things you've known in the past. You know that some of the same ingredients are required for this for both, for the antidote and for the you know to prevent the sicknesses. So you know that it all is kind of one and the same ish. I'll say that.
So I'm gonna look at it for a while, and I'm gonna look up at him and say, I'm not sure if it'll help, but it probably won't hurt if it is poison. I'm not 100% sure it's poison. But it doesn't matter either way. We need to get them. We need to get them someplace where they can rest.
A little out of character here, Reeks, but
Yeah.
could I ask Eldinus next?
Sure.
Or would that be metagaming?
No, you can ask Eldinus if you'd like.
She also has
Alright.
healing skills.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna then look over to Eldinus and be like, do you know if this could help?
She looks at you, Loki, and looks at the bottle and kind of and asks, "Do you mind if I uncork it? I'd like to smell it."
Sure.
She kind of uncorks
Oh,
it.
that was a good
Our
sound.
sound effect.
Thank you. You
10 out of
hear,
10.
you smell. There's like a. You swear it's almost like honey. It's like a very strong kind of earthy smell. She smells it.
Smells good.
She looks at you and she says, I believe maybe it will. I don't. You don't have more than one, do you?
I'm kind of gonna shrug and say,
Give it-
unfortunately, no, I only have one. However,
I'm gonna look at.
I also have something else that could help for poison, and then I'm gonna pull out this shroud that I have and show it to
I'm
Talia and her. Same thing, I'm gonna
I'm
ask
a-
if it can help.
I'm gonna look at
Sure.
Loki and be like, bruh, you're gonna give that to the dying woman.
She
Just so
looks
you
at
know.
you, Eldinus, looks at Lyric, and she says, Lyric, no. You must take
I'm a-
this.
I'm a tough broad.
I'm
Tough broad.
immediately gonna round on Aldinus. How many of the and I say hold that thought, and I'm gonna ask Loki: Is this one thing? Is this several shrouds? How many do you have?
I don't know, it was just a card given to me by Reeks.
Yeah, you
That's-
have one.
That's totally
One.
out of character.
Yep. No,
I
it's
assume
okay.
it's just one,
It's
so
really
I'm gonna
cool that you remember this, Loki. Yeah.
so
I'm-
I'm gonna be like I have one potion and one shroud.
I
But
look
they
between the three of them, and then I kind of point at the guy that's like asleep on the floor and say, "If anyone gets the shroud, it's him." But I sound really uncomfortable about saying that, like kind of guilty.
I give you like an approving nod, like. I'm at full health right now, guys. I'm gonna do it in my best lyric voice here. Hold on. I'm gonna not metagame it. I'm gonna roleplay it out. Y'all, I am like feeling super great right now. Like I could fight something. I just kind of feel a little woozy. Like if I was fighting with a hangover. That's what it feels like. It feels like fighting with a hangover. But I'm good. I'm at like full. I'm ready to go another 8 rounds. Maybe not with the zombie bear, but with something.
I kind of give Lyric a really fond half smile.
Again, Loki, and I'm gonna look at him with like deadly eyes. If you tell Sasira I went down in that cave, I will.
Excuse me?
What? I don't. Huh? What?
What
I
did
don't
you
know
just
what
say?
you're talking about. Nothing. I'm
Stoking
alive.
on the fire.
And great.
I like immediately jump up and round the fire and like grab her by the shoulders and I start looking her over like
Oh, shoulder. Fuck.
I'm not even gentle. I'm not even
Yes.
gentle. I'm just like patting you down. Like, what other wounds do I not know about?
I'm gonna back up
The
a little
bear?
bit.
The bear bite to the neck was kind of what did it. I'm good. I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm good. I just need to go back to the inn and sleep. Okay?
So I look
For,
between
like,
I look between
4
the three
days.
of them, and then I point at the guy on the ground, because we technically don't know his name yet. I point at the guy on the
Yeah,
ground. I say, he
shroud.
gets the shroud. And then I point at Lyric and I
Shroud.
say, she gets to try the antitoxin.
No, give
My
it to
reason-
Aldinus.
My reason for thinking is, if it's not helpful and it somehow ends up being harmful, you're the most healthy person. You have the best chance of not being killed by it.
Yeah, and I'm gonna get like really, really low to in front of Talia. And what if we don't give it to her and she dies?
I'm gonna kind of look over my shoulder and I'm gonna drop my hand to, like, subconsciously to the dagger that I'm now wearing at my hip. And I'm gonna be like,
Yeah.
I don't think her dying will happen right now. At least not in any way that I can. If she dies, I
Alright.
can fix it.
Okay, cool. I can fix it? I can fix it? You know, I don't want to know. I didn't ask questions when you pulled me out of the ditch. I'm not asking questions now.
As those two are having that conversation, I'm just gonna walk over here and while they're not really paying attention to me, just kind of throw the shroud over the wounded guy and kind of work it around him.
Yeah, you got it. You got it, Loki.
Do I need to roll a medicine or anything for that? Or is just I do it?
No, sorry, I was looking at my notes here. All right, Loki, you're just gonna wrap the shrouds around them. So how these shrouds work, just so you know, like you can do it now, but just so you know, how these shrouds work is, they're meant to be used right before a long rest. To like basically, what you want to do is you want to ask a party member or something, or in your case, you, to wrap somebody up in these right before they take a long rest, and then what you're going to do is you're going to allow for any of one of these to be cured.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go for the poison
Exhaustion
condition.
points. Exhaustion points.
So yeah, so you don't have to choose. The great thing
Okay.
about it is you don't have to choose. It'll, and I actually have this worded wrong. It'll cure whatever, as long as it's included here.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm sorry. I
Okay.
should've-
It allow the recovery of up to the following.
Yeah, I don't know why I had it worded that way.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Alright, so
Yeah.
in my own clumsy way, I'm gonna start haphazardly like wrapping like his head
Yeah.
halfway and then stopping because it like now doesn't look right. And starting from the other direction until Talia notices me trying to do this.
Uh,
No, maybe to.
I'm just gonna kind of smile at him. I'm gonna say, how about you let me do that? You give her the antitoxin, and then I'm gonna look over at Aldinus, and I'm going to give her this look. I'm not gonna let you die. And then I go start wrapping the shroud very neatly around him.
So I take the bottle, I walk over to Lyric, I pop the cork on it,
Nuh-uh.
and as she says
Get in
that,
here.
I pour it down her throat.
God damn it. Not a fucking
Yes. Yes.
Loki, I can drink my own potion. God, I never
Lyric.
thought honey would taste bad.
That's great. I love it.
I think
Lyric.
I
Sorry.
think I breathed some. Sorry.
It all goes to the same place eventually.
Lyric, you start to almost immediately you
lungs.
begin to feel better. As far as this, whatever long-term like sickness you began to feel less shaky, less hot. Your skin isn't as sweaty. You begin to feel like you broke a lung fever, and are now kind of your immune system has taken over, and you're now kind of fighting it. Is what you feel like, but in a very rapid pace.
Congratulations, you took some NyQuil.
It's like looking at it on a straight to the cold night air. I don't know what that feels like at all.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. That's great. Thanks, guys.
I'm a pat on her shoulder. You'll be all fine now.
Oh God, not the
Yeah,
shoulder.
well done.
Oh,
Well
ow.
done. All right, Loki, is there anything else in here you wanted to do?
Later, but not right now. I want to pass so somebody else can do some RP.
Okay, well, I was gonna say, we're gonna go back to the entrance here, along with everybody's. Thank you all for being patient. Is there anything you all want to do aside from, kind of move stuff around? I know you wanted to go and get Maladroit.
Right.
Who wants to go and get Maladroit?
Cito will suggest that Azal, Trix, and Artok go, and I'm gonna set up a little camp where I'm gonna sort of just stay hidden right behind this corner, and I'm gonna watch
Yeah.
the door for any incoming goblins.
Okay. Perfect. Is anybody going to inform anybody in the other chamber that you guys are going?
I mean, I kind of assumed they were going to do that already, so I don't know that they have to
Okay.
necessarily inform us.
Sure. All right. I was just curious if that's something you wanted to do.
Before we go any... Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, yeah, no, we probably could just go and get stuff.
All right. Perfect. All right then. So what we'll do here is, let me just get this right. This is Azel, Artok, and Trix.
Mm-hmm.
Are going to get the cart and bring it back here.
And Riggs, when you get the chance, can you remind me what I took for my seance? Because I cannot remember for the life of me.
I know. Give me a sec. Are you gonna
There
have
was a thing outside the cave.
We're
you're gonna have to
blind.
scroll up a bit, Alec? I don't know right now. Give me a second.
No, it's fine. I don't remember if I actually...
Yeah, I don't either. I had it written that you did your seance, but I don't have. I'll have to go back and listen.
I don't think I ever said what I took.
I don't remember. You said.
Can't remember either. So you begin to walk back. What's the order here? Well, what's the order here? Azel first.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
Hazel
mind going first, Scout.
Okay. All right. So. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. Let's make sure all this is right.
He took us off the map, that's why we can't see anything.
Yeah. So Trix first, and then Azel second,
Yeah.
and Artok third. Okay.
Squishy last.
Yeah, Azel. As soon as you leave the cave, followed by Trix behind you.
I thought you said I was in front.
I have better...
That's what I thought I said. I did not. Give me a second. You make your way to the place that you remember, kind of the whereabouts of the wagon being. You begin to look around. You notice a couple of things. Azel, actually, I'd like you all to roll a perception check for me, please.
But my passive perception's so high.
In certain situations.
Yeah, I know.
You really got to read the player's handbook about passives.
Gosh.
Hold on, it's loading. Loading.
It's loading to roll.
It's loading my character sheet. I haven't even gotten to roll yet. You said perception, Riggs?
Yeah, perception. Thanks.
Why does it say +2?
That's a good
Oh,
question.
guidance. Okay.
Yeah, I have guidance automatically checked, so that's a 7.
No, that you want guidance always on you. Yeah.
Yes.
17. All right, perfect. Yeah, so Trix, you notice that you're pretty clear it's in this direction as you begin to come up on a part of the road here where it has kind of a low berm, and you remember there are sticks and twigs and kind of a natural kind of place. Almost seems perfect for a cart and a mule to just kind of be there without anybody seeing it. You begin to hear kind of the noises of creatures and such running around underneath the leaves and through the woods here. Artok, you don't remember where the hell this thing is. It could be here, it could be on the other side of the road. And Azel, you are looking up at the clouds at the moment, trying to remember
what spell I picked for my seance.
Yeah, exactly. But Trix, you find the cart. And
I was gonna say my
luckily enough,
backup plan would be to call for Flicker.
Yeah,
Flicker should
nice.
know.
luckily enough, you also find perched next to the cart, you find Zephyr right there, kind of perched there, kind of curled up, waiting for his master to call him back. You see him. You also see, funny enough, Maladroit, who is absolutely dead asleep on the ground with his head sideways, absolutely curled up underneath like a bunch of branches that seemingly with absolute like doesn't seem to be disturbed. There's a chest in the back you see it seems to be untouched and undisturbed. Seems fine.
Just having a grand old time.
What would you like to do?
So I would like.
I would like to see where the fuck Flicker is.
I would also
Flicker
like, sorry.
is
Zephyr licks
what
his
you
lips.
see terrifies you. You see two halves. I'm just playing.
Oh
Don't
god.
even!
Zephyr
Flicker-
ate the cat.
Flicker is, after a little bit of hesitation and anxiety, just a little, you kind of get up on the cart tricks and you see Flicker is actually curled up right behind the chest in the back of the cart. He's sleeping.
I give Flicker a scritch behind the ears.
Yeah, he recognizes you and kind of is happy to see you and begins to purr.
Oh.
So are we gonna bring this thing back to the entrance of the cave?
Well,
Yep,
have to
somebody
wake
wake
up
up the
the-
emergency rations.
okay,
heard that.
Art's
Start hooking
not gonna
'em
be
up.
the one to wake him up. How good are you
I'd
with
be
the
very
animals,
sweet.
Basil?
How good am I? How good am I with animals? I would say that
I'm not really good or bad with them.
on a scale of 1 to 5, I'm about a 3 with animals.
You wake up the mule and hook him up.
Okay. I'm gonna attempt to wake Maladroit up and try to bring him back to the entrance of the cave.
Roll an animal handling check.
And
Yes,
that's
sir.
why I picked you.
12. That had
Ooh,
guidance
a
on it.
15.
I didn't click it, but I'll also guidance.
I don't think. Oh yeah. All right.
17.
So Maladroit begins to stir a bit, and at first, he seems just a little bit hesitant.
Oh, I'm giving him a big, toothy, orc grin, too, as
Oh
he's
my
waking
God.
up.
Why?
Because I'm smiley. I'm happy. I like animals.
So he begins to get up and almost stirs a little bit and looks around frantically, seemingly for somebody, but he seems to be looking around, looking past you.
Oh,
Talia's fine. She'll be here soon. She's helping some other people.
can I minor illusion Talia's face in front of him?
Oh, God.
Don't do that to him. That's mean.
Oh man, you can do whatever you'd like, my friend.
Do it.
If you do, I'm punching you.
Do it.
And question, also. I wonder if I can. I wonder if I can double up on minor illusion a little bit. Do I remember what song she was singing to Maladroit?
Roll a history check. It's gonna have to be a high one.
Better be a good one. Oh, this is
Also,
definitely
don't
got-
think you can cast 2 minor illusions at once.
No, you can't.
And I'm not helping with this shit.
Well, then I will sing the song as I am showing Talia's face.
Let's see if you can
Yes,
remember it. with
sing
a
the
history check.
song.
I am not singing the song, and if I am singing a song, it's from fucking Little Shop. 15, 19,
Oh my god.
that's a 20.
Are you kidding me with a dirty 20?
That's a dirty 20.
Talia, if you wouldn't mind describing said song to him so that he can sing it.
Oh, fuck
I think I don't remember. I hadn't yet chosen a song because you put me on a spot, so I had not yet
did.
decided
You're
on.
practicing that one from 14.
I have been, but he wouldn't know
I
that.
don't know it.
So
you gotta
in
do
this
something I would know.
case, I think he needs to sing "I'm Not a Loser" from the SpongeBob SquarePants musical.
Oh no!
All right,
Okay,
you have
gotta
to give up. You have to give us some of it. Not
You
a
have to give
lot.
us- yeah, just a couple of lines from it.
Come on.
Yep.
Do it. Do it.
Okay, hold on. I'm looking up the lyrics because I don't know all
Remember,
of it.
you're
Just do
speaking
from-
to a mule here, friend.
Yeah, do
Okay.
it.
Yes, I know.
So
Do
it's
it.
got to be passionate, all
Do
right?
it, do
It's
it,
got to
yes.
be passionate.
Do it from
Passion
the opening,
counts
from
here.
the start.
Do it. Let's
Okay. I'm not a loser. I don't secretly hate myself. I'm not singing this to no one. It's not the case that no one cares. I'm not a failure. I don't not have talent. When others see me, they can't see the nobody that isn't there. That's the opening.
Nicely done, Hazel.
Awesome.
Nicely
Is
done.
that
Those
song
lyrics
called
are
Ironic?
confusing as hell.
That's the point. That's the point.
No, that's the whole
Yeah, it's really
point,
good.
right?
So Maladroit's ears instantly begin to go from back to kind of anxious and agitated to kind of up, and a little bit more calm. And he looks over at you, and you swear to God that you see just a little bit of a smirk, just a little bit of a smile for him. And he begins to get back up, and you begin to hook his bridle back up.
Nice.
Well done.
I gotta
All
hear
right.
that played back now.
It's gonna be good. So as you begin to walk back towards the path here, we're gonna just take a second here. Go back to the other group. Sato, roll a perception
Yes.
check for me, please, sir.
Uh-oh, this could be trouble. Perception.
Oh, that too
17.
got me
17.
scared.
I know that was so close, right?
Dude.
So you begin to look around here in your spot, in your moment here. You smell the air, kind of see if there's anything not quite right. You look out past the horizon just a bit. You can see the kind of the time of day. It's surprisingly late afternoon, from what you can tell, and the clouds are slowly beginning to move in. But there's a little patch of sky with the sun kind of beaming through, and you swear, Sato, that somewhere in the distance, there is a little pillar of smoke that's just billowing up from somewhere in the wilderness. It could be a mile from you, a kilometer from you. It could be 10. It could be 100. Well, it could be 10.
I like how you translated it to Canadian.
Did you catch that? I tried to get
A meter.
Aside from that, Sato, there doesn't seem to be anything out of place. You don't notice any kind of an ambush or any sign of it.
Okay, I'm gonna take note of where I seen that smoke coming up.
Sure.
And
Yes.
just make a mental note of the general area it's from.
Yeah. Roll a history check to see how well you will remember it later. Remember, we did this for Brandy in the other campaign. It worked out well.
Here goes up. Not
6.
very well.
So you remember, like, the one of the best ways to do it is to kind of look for landmarks. Unfortunately, it's mostly just a tree line, Sato. It's a couple of it's got to be maybe somewhere between like 1 mile and maybe 7 miles, something like that.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna take a general, like I said,
Sure.
the sort of the direction and general distance of what
Well,
I
the
think it might be.
Yeah, and the important thing too, Sato, is that you are aware of it now. So even though you rolled a low history check, it doesn't matter. You're aware of it now. So when you guys leave here, you're going to be aware of it. You're going to be able to track it, kind of keep it, remember where it's coming from, that kind of thing.
Okay.
You're pretty good in the woods too.
Yeah, I'm just gonna continue keeping watch. I'm just listening for like footsteps or any kind of sound of anything approaching the cave entrance.
Perfect. All right. And you can see here, your pile of goods is quite large, pretty extensive here. And you're trying to figure out in the moment here at the same time as you stand here, how are you going to pack all this? I mean, this is probably going to take multiple trips, you would imagine, right?
Yeah, I'll be doing some Yoda Tetris in my head.
Nice, man. Nice. All right. So in this moment, we will go back to the other group here: Talia, Aldinus, Lyric, and Loki, and the mysterious injured person here. And I'd like to give you the floor.
I don't have anything
I know.
to say.
I just threw anything in. As you kind of finish up wrapping this wounded person on the floor here, Loki, Talia and Loki, you notice a couple of really interesting things on his skin. Different marks. I'd like you, the three of you, to all roll a perception check for me, please.
Perception?
Perception.
Oh, here, me too? Fuck.
Actually,
Shit.
I'm
19.
sorry.
Pay attention.
Roll an investigation
Oh,
check.
never
instead.
mind.
That will
Oh.
stick if your investigation check is lower.
Okay.
Talia. Yeah,
Investigation.
we're gonna.
So-
Streak.
Yeah.
I keep my 19.
Yes.
Okay.
Loki notices something.
21,
Oh, there it
Lyric.
is.
Wow.
We
Wow.
are
Blackjack.
bosses.
You guys
That
are
NyQuil
Oh.
really helped out. didn't
All right,
Holy shit.
spill the beans.
Holy shit! I didn't even think that would happen. That's insane. Okay.
it? So the butterfly comes
start.
back.
Yeah. Right. Ah,
Son of a
hilarious.
Mifa suddenly falls from behind a rock.
That's right. It was out me. So Talia, as you begin to, or as you finish up, you or rather, we'll just do this as you're wrapping. You notice a couple of things. This character seems to come from a position of like wealth, and you know that because of a couple of things. His fingernail beds are clean. He doesn't seem to have a lot of calluses on his hands, on his arms. He doesn't look like he has spent much time in the fields. He's muscular, but probably more so as some kind of a swordsman or something like that, from what you can tell. He screams nobility, everything about him, even his unkept facial hair, which seems to have been growing now for quite some time. You also notice, Talia, he's wearing a band on his left arm. It's pretty tight. It's just a leather band. It seems to have a couple of symbols in it. Very odd, from what you can tell. Nothing that you recognize. Seems to be a language, maybe from another place or something. Very odd. Give me a second. Loki, as you begin to assist Talia with her endeavor here, with her process of trying to, wrap this magical cloth, this, ancient shroud, if you will, you notice a couple of things as well. This character seems to have been in maybe combat or a war or something. You notice there are marks kind of around his leg. It looks like maybe he might have taken an arrow or two to the knee, which is a brutal injury.
Oh yeah. Medieval times.
Yeah, brutal injury. Lots of stuff bad can happen there. You can, from behind, it can sever an artery and you can bleed out. Like from the front, it can damage those tendons and stuff in there. That, anyway, bad things. But you can see that there's some stitch work, very oddly, around the skin here, which you find very, very odd. Practices like that are kind of an unheard of thing among humans, from what you understand. And they don't really have that technology. But you also see.
Okay, so how is it strange as in them not having access to that technology, or strange as in
it's strange
not
that,
being human?
Yeah, it's strange. It's strange that it looks as though there was an operation was done on his knee, on his leg, some kind of high technical procedure where his leg was cut open and then put back to, like, fastened back together in a very odd, strange kind of way, kind of pieced, if you will. You notice it's from just above his knee all the way down to his ankle is kind of different. You can see at his ankle there's kind of a point where you can see that's like the skin is different too. It's almost a different shade. It's very odd to you, almost like a very large patchwork. It's very weird.
Interesting.
Yeah, Lyric. Here we go.
Here we go.
The 21.
Yes, I know.
Lyric's just vibing, drinking, observing the room.
Couple of
That-
things, Lyric. Number one, there is something that seems to be invisible hung around his waist. It was 100% a deception to anyone else, but for whatever reason, you were able to see through the fire, the way that the heat kind of radiates off the fire. It kind of shed light, if you will, on the illusion, just for a moment, long enough for you to see it. If you kind of can visualize what I'm saying. If you were sitting on the other side of the fire and you were looking through the fire, the waves of heat kind of revealed the illusion to you. He's wearing some kind of a belt that has a couple of things hung off of it. It's hard to say what they are. They could be jars, or
Mhm.
or potion bottles of some sort, maybe.
Fancy rich boy.
Yeah. As well as something else. He has a tattoo, very very little, on the inside of his left wrist.
Oh fuck! What kind of tattoo is it, Reese?
It seems to be. You know what kind of tattoo it is, Lyric.
Is it one I'm intimately familiar with?
It is.
Fuck my life. I'm
It
gonna
had.
sigh really. I'm gonna literally say that out loud. I'm gonna sigh heavily and go, fuck my life.
Yeah. You
Talia's
see,
gonna like glance up at you like with a question mark
Mm.
on her eyes.
Mhm.
You practically
I'm
see
just
the
gonna hold
question
it-
mark above her head.
I'm just gonna hold my finger up because I gotta finish processing it while the DM tells me the other details, okay?
Okay.
Nice. That's a. All right. It is.
I know what it looks like. I have the notes.
Yeah. So you know about the belt. Nobody else does. It's invisible. It has some kind of a charm on it that renders it visible to the point where even his captors were unaware of it.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna kind of like gently shove Loki out of the way, but like I'd shove a little brother, okay? Nothing too mean.
Sure.
Nothing too mean. And I'm gonna double check my notes real quick.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I have seen this one on human skin before, correct?
You have.
Okay, then cool. I know who has it. All right. So I'm going to like grab at the belt that I can't see.
You feel a belt there, Lyric. You can't see it, but your hand is definitely wrapped around it. Talia, you and Loki can see something very odd. Lyric's hand is kind of wrapped around something. You can see there's pressure on the skin of her hand, but there's nothing in her hand.
Oh, he's wearing an invisible belt. It's kind of fucking weird, right?
That's weird.
We're gonna have our talk look at this, right? Right. And check it out. He's got rich boy potion bottles or some shit around his
Can
hips
I
too.
try to make a roll on it while touching the belt?
Sure, Loki. Yeah,
No,
Lyric,
God,
you
no.
grab Loki's hand and kind of put it on the belt so he can
We
find
just
it.
saved
There
this
you
guy.
go.
Now they're trying to rob him.
We're not trying to rob
Alright.
him. We're
Hey,
trying
man,
to
this
figure out
is
who he
D&D.
is.
Oh, you're
not
doing an
robbing
Arcana
him.
check. Do you
Well,
want to see
it's
if
magical.
there's magic? Yeah. Loki
'Cause
with his
with the weave.
23, man.
Yeah, I'm like,
the
what kind
weave.
of illusion
The
is this?
weave.
Loki, good stuff.
An illusion. What are you
Man,
hiding?
I kind of want to take you to the Whisper Room just for a moment, but it's really up to you. Do you want me to do that, or?
I'm gonna tell him everything anyway that
Okay.
I know. I'm
You
gonna.
got it, man. Perfect.
So yeah. So that'll
You
save us
notice-
time.
Yeah, no, you got it. You got it, man. As soon as you put your hand around the belt, you notice there is a connection, Loki, to, well, the weave. You kind of notice it pretty quickly. It fizzles in and out of the ground, kind of the thread that connects it. seems to be possessions. There are 3 bottles total, Loki. They're kind of hung in a way that they're on his right, and they're not bottles in the traditional sense. They're not glass jars that are kind of pounding off of one another. They are, if you can imagine, this is the wrong music. I'm so sorry.
No, I love it.
I was about to say, like, are we dealing
They
with boys
are-
in here?
I know, right? They're stiff. So if you would imagine like a leather belt with like 3 long cylinder-shaped compartments. It's more along the lines of that. And
Okay.
in these compartments are different things, Loki. If you want to open them up, you're totally at liberty here. You can't see it. You can feel it.
I'm not gonna open them because that would be going too far with this guy being unconscious.
You got it.
But I
Loki.
will let everybody
Yeah.
know that he's got pockets with stuff in it.
All right.
Yes.
Well played,
Got
Loki.
it.
Well played.
I'm going to pick his arm up and like run my thumb over the tattoo on his wrist. Sigh heavily again say fuck my life, and I'm gonna look at Talia. And I'm just gonna like really serious. We have to take him back to Phandelver.
I intended to.
Alive.
How alive
Loki.
is alive?
Very alive. Like alive in conscience, or I might get my ass beat. That's all I'm saying.
I can't promise that he'll be conscious when we get there. I can promise that
Okay.
I can probably make him alive once we are. If he doesn't.
Ah. Nice. But he needs to be alive. Like alive.
Yes.
Loki,
I'm gonna kind of mumble
gain a
under my
point
breath.
of inspiration, Loki. By the
Loki's
way.
gonna be like, that's an odd way of putting that.
So
Did you hear me, Loki?
I did hear you.
Okay, yeah. Gain a point of inspiration because you did not open and take anything there.
I'm gonna like quickly dig through my own stuff, and I'm gonna pull
That's
out
very
a small container of salt and 4 copper coins, and just slip them in my pocket. And then I'm gonna nod at Lyric, and I can say, I can promise that he will be in a state that can become alive when we get there.
Nice. I'm just gonna. I'm not.
No way.
We're. This doesn't
Loki,
leave. I'm gonna look
did-
at. I'm gonna look.
Loki,
I'm gonna look. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna look between Loki and Talia, and like I'm making a decision, and then I'm gonna look over at Aldinus, and then I'm gonna look over at Talia. Let's just say I've seen this tattoo before.
can I take a look at this
Up
tattoo?
close.
Tattoo.
I'm gonna look confused for a minute, and then I'm gonna like make like an oh face.
Can
Like
I
a light bulb face.
inspect
Nice.
this tattoo?
I added the up close with emphasis.
Yeah, a light bulb. Okay, not an O face, like an O face fries, like a light bulb face. Okay,
Honestly,
like
Fries,
with
I'm surprised
H's.
you're the one that
Oh.
made that joke.
It was just
All
hanging
right,
there.
it's in character
That
stuff.
information doesn't need to like leave, by the way.
Yeah, so Loki, Talia, you're both privy to that information. I just put it in character stuff.
Okay.
I'm gonna go look because I'm nosy.
Ah,
Oh,
yes.
no
Okay.
Shit, don't look at it.
I am deliberately not
interesting.
telling the rest of y'all, by the way.
Do I know anything
Rude.
about this, Mark? Would I have to roll a history on this?
Roll a history check. It's gonna be really,
Or
We-
would
really
it
high.
be, or would it
Okay.
be insight?
We did talk
No.
about it with Artok and Azel at the table when we were discussing the big bad guys.
You did.
But I did not say where I'd seen it
Hmm.
before.
That's a no, Loki. I can tell you
Yeah.
that
I'm
right
gonna
now.
I'm gonna look at the mark and be like, that looks an awfully lot like a half butterfly.
I'm gonna give Loki
He's
the
a good
weirdest
guy. I
look.
can promise.
Like it looks
I
nothing like a
promise
butterfly.
He's a good guy. He's part of that weird cult that's like trying to help us keep Stractor Denzen and Zilgrop from bringing more of them big, gross, and
I'm
dead things to life.
I'm gonna shoot Lyric a kind of a grin, waggle my eyebrows, and say, "So it looks like I'm not the only one who turned up with a cult."
Still
Hurry up
distracted
with-
by the half
Do you
butterfly
say
mark.
that in
I didn't hear
front of
any of this.
Yeah,
Aldina's?
Aldina's is in bad shape right now. She doesn't even. Yeah.
Actually move my hand that has the ring behind my back. I'm not taken up with anything, and I'm just gonna scoot backwards and go back to drinking.
Perfect. All right. Is there anything you guys want to do in the chamber here?
Nope. Now that I've got
Anything
them
else?
wrapped up and more or less stable,
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for them to come back with the cart so we can get these people onto it.
Yeah.
Yep. Gotcha. All right. Are you all heading back towards the entrance, or are you waiting
Yes.
for them? Okay. Perfect. All right. In that case,
Freaks, thinking back about it now, I don't think I actually picked a spell.
Yeah,
for
I
my
don't think you
seance.
did.
Whoops.
So
All
I'm
right.
wondering, can I retroactively do that?
Sure. Do it now. No, before we go any further.
The only reason I ask is because I just found a spell that might be useful for our situation now, but I don't want to metagame it either.
No, you can go ahead and choose it. It's okay.
Okay.
What was
There
it?
is a spell in the divination called Detect Poison and Disease.
That might be metagamey, but
I know.
maybe not. I mean, you were in the mouth of a bear, and I did suggest that you might, and you did smell stuff, so maybe not. You could. Yeah, I mean, you could take it. It's free.
He saw me die, so
I don't know how useful it would be though, Azel. Is a thing. I mean, is there anything else that might be?
It says you also identify the kind of poison, poisonous creature, or disease in each case.
Oh, perfect. Okay then.
Yeah.
Well, then maybe it is useful then.
It can be used as a ritual, but at this point, it probably would just use up a spell slot.
Nah, I mean, you know what? You do whatever you feel is best, Azel.
I would have to wait for the people that are hurt to come in within 30 feet of me, but yeah, if I use it, then I can do that. So I'm going to take that spell, and I will bank it for when that happens.
All right, you got it, Azel. Go ahead and write that down. I did as well. So, Alan, as we return back to the cave here, I keep forgetting that a lot of you can't see this stuff.
Oh,
Azel, you notice first, more than anybody else, you kind of come up upon the cave entrance before anybody else does. And if you don't mind, I'm going to move some of your characters a little bit here.
Go ahead.
Only to make it make sense.
is there something under the cart?
A token. It's
Yep, hold on 1 second, guys.
what the hell is that?
I'm assuming you carried Sildar back.
Yes.
Perfect. All right.
Is that
Azel,
a guy in a sleeping roll?
Azel, as you
No, it's a skeleton.
As
I know,
you make your way back, Azel, you notice something very interesting to you. You remember Artok made an effigy at the entrance to the cave here. He made it out of goblin parts, skulls and such. Something very interesting to you, though, that you notice, Azel, and it's actually quite terrifying. Forgive me 1 second.
What the heck is that thing right there? I think I'm the only one that can see that token.
Can't see it from where I'm at.
Yeah.
Azel, as you
Yes, sir.
get closer to the effigy, you notice there is something very, very wrong about this. Number one, there is a dagger, a knife sticking out of the effigy itself, just stuck right into the wood and the rock behind it. You can see there's something hanging from the handle of the dagger, but even worse than that, Hazel, is written in blood above this effigy is something written in Orcish.
In Orcish.
In Orcish. Sorry, I'm trying to make this as fast as I can. Hold on.
No, you're fine. What the fuck does that mean?
Loki, you come out, and you see Azel reacting to something kind of on the happening here in front of you. You hear him say that.
You alright? What's going on?
Can I determine the make of the dagger?
It's
Like,
really. Sorry?
Does it look familiar? Would I have ever been around a dagger of that particular make before?
It looks. Roll a history check for me, Azel.
It looks like a history check.
Definitely putting guidance on this. History. That's 19. Good haphazard Orcish there, Reeks.
Thanks, bud. Yeah. This is an Orcish knife.
The fuck?
It's not from a tribe you recognize, except for one thing. You rolled high enough.
Is it the same symbol of the one that I...
There was a certain orc that you met on your journeys, Azel. And I won't spoil anything here for anyone because of certain decisions made, but you remember at one point in this life, you rescued an orc that was imprisoned. And you remember a quick conversation with this orc before you went your separate ways with your companions. This dagger seems incredibly similar to the one that he was held hanging on his side. It's hard to say if it was his or if it was of his tribes or something, or of his clans.
I am going to sideways glance at Artok. Notice Loki, and I'm
Have
going
I
to
noticed it yet, Reeks?
So you are coming out now. Loki is in front of you. Here, let me put these closer.
Yeah,
Artok, yes.
So I'm going to take Loki to the side. I'm going to bring him over here.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell him a few things.
Sure. Do you want to... Okay. While you're doing that, Artok, as they move away, you have the floor.
So, I mean, seeing
Is
the
there anything you
Orcish and written in blood, kind of chilled thinking that they were so near us.
Damn
I'm
it.
just gonna lean over to Artok. It's like, I don't suppose that says anything nice, does it?
I
was
just kind
going
of look
to-
at her and said, I don't read Savage.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Damn.
Not even to figure out if it's a threat or about us.
I
It's
was
written
going to-
in blood. It's clearly threatening.
I was actually going to
It
try...
could be a threat to the goblins. It could
Sorry.
be a threat to us. It might have information we need to know, and you still won't read it because racism?
No, I won't read it because I don't read Orcish.
I know you have a language spell.
Why would I bother on such a primitive language?
I'm just gonna give him a look and like,
Amazing.
fine. I'm going to go ask someone who's not being unreasonable.
By the way,
And then
for any...
wander over towards Hazel.
You got it. For anyone who's curious, they didn't see it on their way. They didn't see it on their way out. They saw it on their way back. For anybody who was curious.
you for that clarification for the thing that I still can't really see.
Oh, got you. Here, you guys can.
Kind of start looking around to see
Well,
where
I
the
think
tracks went.
we're
like, which
dragging the
direction.
Yeah,
half dead guy
we're bringing
out
the
too,
guy
right?
out, right? So
You are.
I'm
Yeah.
Well,
definitely paying way more
I'm
attention
doing the
to that.
lion's share now that I no longer feel like throwing up.
Seda,
Though I
you're
am
out
a
here too,
little
correct?
tipsy.
You probably would have went out first, right, Seda?
I'm sort of eyeballing the stuff to see like what will fit. I'm looking at the size of the cart and then looking at the
Okay.
boxes.
We
Yeah.
definitely need to give our friend a ride
Don't
on the
forget.
cart.
I'm gonna
Don't
say,
forget the
yeah.
half dead guy.
I'm gonna say, see if you can put him in the front. We're gonna need all the room in the back we can get.
I immediately
Got
shake
it.
my head and say, no, he needs to be laying down.
He can lay across
Here-
the bench.
Yeah,
Why-
you can.
why not
You
have
can,
him
you
lay
can
on
sit and
top
drive and
of
put his head on
boxes?
your lap or something. Or we
Aldina's
could,
also needs to sit. She can't walk.
Aldina's can sit. He can lay across her lap, and we'll just walk Maladroit, like lead him by his snout. It'll be fine.
And she sit on the mule.
There you go. I'll do this.
I'd be worried about Aldina's falling off the mule. I don't think sitting
It'll
on the
be
mule
fine.
is a safe
We
place.
can get them
Oh
both.
yeah, can ride the
We'll
mule.
get them both.
Tired
He
of the
doesn't
mule.
really. He doesn't really have a saddle for such things. He's
Yeah.
just a
Yeah,
mule.
we'll just put them both on the bench, and like I said, we'll just once Talia can grab a hold of his harness on his snout there, and we'll just walk him.
Halter.
We're gonna
Yeah.
have to walk anyway.
So just so you know, there are room for 2 up front, 3 in the back. So just so you know, so one person
Well,
that's
but
going to
we
be.
got cargo too.
It's true. So you're gonna have to decide, right? Because you have
Yeah.
an injured person that's unconscious. That's a thing.
So we're gonna have to walk it. So
I'd like to also just take this moment to give the floor to Artok, Loki, and Azel here. Artok, you first.
So, seeing I didn't notice this coming out.
Yeah.
Started to look around on the ground for the direction, like maybe where they went. If the tracks like lead in the bushes, or I can tell like, are they still here? I guess I'm just down here looking for tracks.
Yeah, roll a survival check.
I think that's right.
Yeah, I think so too.
Survival investigation.
I was gonna say nature, but I think it's survival.
Yeah, it falls under wisdom.
Yeah. Ooh, look at
13.
that fucking fly around.
Man, we are making up for the rolls we did poorly
Artok,
last week.
it's really hard to know, but you could see there is definitely some smudges down by the water line here that lead towards, or away from the cave rather. So south.
So like down this way.
Yeah.
Start just making my way, kind of following them.
Yeah,
making
you
my
got
way
it.
to-
You did see something hanging from the blade of the knife, the dagger there as well, Artok, kind of.
Oh
caught your
shit, I
attention
didn't
for a
check
moment.
that.
I'll go back to it. I just want to make sure that it's safe.
Okay. Yeah, there's definitely something
And-
hanging from it.
Yeah, let me see here. Do I have any spells for this?
Fuck, I didn't check it. I should have checked it.
No, I'm just gonna keep moving south to see, like, make sure at least we can get the cart out.
Yeah, the tracks actually stop right around the edge of the tree line here, Artok. You can see it kind of. They probably headed into the water to cover their tracks, maybe 30 or 40 feet before they got back out of the water.
Okay.
Loki.
Trixie hobbits.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's true. Azel and Loki.
So
You-
I'm gonna bring,
yeah.
I bring Loki to the side, and well, if he didn't notice it before, I'll point it out to him. So that's written in Orcish, and well, that dagger looks very familiar to a dagger that. Do you remember when you guys? Actually, you probably wouldn't. Do you remember when you guys all woke up in the tavern, not knowing what had happened?
Yes.
Well, long story short, you guys were all in cells, but there was somebody else there, and it was an orc. And I freed him along with you guys. I sent him back to his tribe. He didn't have a tongue. They took his tongue out.
That's
Am I remembering that right, Reeks? He
You
didn't
are.
have a tongue.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well. Yeah. You remembered it well.
He
Yes,
didn't.
I remember it well.
Ah.
He didn't have a tongue, so he couldn't speak to me. But I relayed a message to him in Orcish and basically just said he pointed me in the direction of his tribe. It was somewhere from the cave. I think in the north is where he pointed. I'm assuming.
Do you think he left this dagger for us?
It looks very similar to the one he had on his waist. So
What does it say?
the message says we are coming, and it's very ominous, but
Do
knowing
you think he's
orcs,
a friend?
if he knew I was here, it could be a friendly message. If he didn't know I was here, and they
It
had
would be
some
a
sort
warning.
of, if they had some sort of deal with these goblins and we just took them all out, then it could be a warning.
Oh God.
But
I guess it's probably for the best that we get out of here then. Just to be
but
safe.
it's I don't know. It could be a friendly message though, saying we're coming to help. But honestly, if I had my two sides about it, I would say it's more like a warning.
The friendly message written in blood.
Hey,
Right.
hey, listen. Orcs don't have ink. All right, they're right. Whatever. Anyway.
Loki, there's something dangling from the hilt of the dagger there, the handle of the dagger. It's
Yeah.
dangling. It doesn't belong. It was intentionally wrapped up somehow.
I'm gonna go
I
look
was-
at that. Like, do you
yeah.
see that? Because
Yeah.
it kind of got.
Are you gonna get it down?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
All right.
What do I roll for this?
Give me 1
Perception?
second here. 1 second.
It's mocked by magic.
Loki.
Yeah. Oh no! What did I do?
You're the vision dude.
You are.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Oh no! Fuck! Did I trigger vision? Shit.
Loki,
Damn it. Take another acid trip.
you are. Fries. Our talk.
Loki,
Yes.
you are fried.
Please take over, my friend.
All right.
Oh,
Oh
Loki,
no!
as you reach for this object that's dangling around, you can see looks like a medallion, some sort of shiny metal, titanium maybe, wrapped around the handle of the knife with a silver chain. So as you reach for it, you touch it, and surprisingly cold to the touch. And as soon as your fingers wrap fully around it, everything goes dark.
I hope
Your
in that
body-
moment, in my brain goes fuck.
Yes, it does. First thing you hear in your brain is "fuck." Here we go again.
Shit.
Your body goes cold all over, and eventually the cold starts moving up your arms to your hands, and your hands start to feel wet. And out of the darkness, there is this brown shape. It's kind of hard to make out, but your hands are on it, and you realize that it's spinning. You're focused extremely hard on this shape, and as your hands move across it, it begins to change and form some sort of pottery. So
Oh, like a spinning wheel, clay wheel.
yeah, so your vision starts to clear a bit as you aren't as focused on this this pottery, and you take your hands off and look around the room. And you're in a room. You're in a dimly lit stone room in front of a potter's wheel. Along the walls are several shelves with other pieces. Finished pottery, some broken, some unfired, ready to be painted. You stand up, and the first thing you notice is you are significantly taller than you usually are. You look down, and those aren't your feet. You walk over to.
I'm gonna immediately reach up and see if I got my horns.
You try, but you can't move your arms the way you want them to. You're starting to walk over to a barrel full of looks like water, and you're dipping your clay laden hands in it, trying to wipe it all off. You catch a glimpse of yourself in the water, and it's not you. It's you're some dragonborn. Silver scales, short horns, wearing, just a regular tunic and, nothing too special. Covered in clay and dirt. Yeah. So after your hands are clean, you walk over to a nearby workbench and you pick up a little paintbrush and jar of some sort of bluish black, smells harsh, like lacquer. And you walk back over to the piece you were working on. You sit down, and you're overcome by what you would describe as a huge case of writer's block. Your hand is frozen.
Artist block, basically.
Yeah, artist block. There you go. Your hand is frozen over this pottery, and you just, have no idea what to put there. It seems like ages you're staring at this before eventually you get up, put the paintbrush and lacquer back, and you step towards the door in the room. As you open the door, you are immediately blinded.
Sunlight?
So it takes you several moments for your eyes to adjust, and you step out into the street. First thing you notice is the air is hot and arid, very dry. Sunlight is bearing down along a street lined with similar stone houses to the one you had just walked out of. You start making your way up the street on kind of an incline, and you're passing by several, different types of people. So 2 soldiers, one looks like a human, the other a dragonborn. They, acknowledge you as you walk by. You see a dwarven merchant yelling at a dragonborn patron, trying to haggle for a better price. And as you're continuing to make your way through the street, you see a lot of people are converging towards a similar area that you're going to. A lot of people with books, laden with quills and parchment, talking to each other animatedly about, different theories and magic and things like that. And you end up in front of a rather large building. Plenty of windows, stained glass, just plenty of people going in and out of the front door. You walk in, and you are immediately seeing a huge library. There are people working in the stacks at several long tables, studying, talking, sharing information and ideas. You make your way to a very particular stack of books. Seems like you've been here several times, and you pulling several off the shelves. You open up the books, and in them there are really intricate drawings of dragons and monsters and people, just different races, different creeds. They seem like history books, or what you're using as reference books. Yeah. So as you're, perusing these books, flipping through, you notice a squat, older dragonborn woman hustling by. She's moving very quickly for her age. She's rather short for a dragonborn, probably about 5'8". And she's moving towards this group, towards the back of the library. They're in an alcove, and there's an older dragonborn sitting amongst a bunch of what appear to be children of different races. You see one child, a tiefling child, being dropped off with this group by who appear to be her parents, waving goodbye as she joins the group. And you notice the older Dragonborn sitting there has a large pipe and is talking animatedly, pointing to pictures and books. He looks very familiar to you. This looks like a younger Artok.
Oh, snap.
So he's talking. He's has a big pipe going, talking animatedly, not seeing this older woman making a beeline towards him. She stops, watching him for a moment, and then you see her turn to one of the tables nearby that have several tomes on it. She's picking them up, kind of looks like she's weighing them in her hand. Going, down the line, she picks one that looks particularly thick, sturdy, and she walks up behind Artok, and you just see her wind back and smash it over his head. He turns around. He's very shocked, not pleased with what had happened, and she is just laying into him. It's very apparent that he's not supposed to be smoking there.
He's getting a good beating for it.
So she's clearly lecturing him, and she hands her hand out. He gives her his pipe very apologetically, and then she hands him a note. So he reads the note very quickly, looks up, asks, can't really make out what he's asking her, but seems to be probing for some information before standing up, telling the children, looks like he's making motions with his hands to just stay put. And then he walks out the same front door that you came through. So, after watching that, you return back to your books, and you finally pick an image of a platinum dragon that you really want to put on your pottery. This is something you haven't seen before, but something that's really appealing to you. And as soon as you close the book and start making your way towards the checkout to take the book with you, you start feeling a thump, and it makes you stop for a second because it was pretty hard. It felt like it shook the floor, and it happens again. The floor shakes a little bit harder. The third time, and then all of a sudden you hear a loud noise and everything goes black. As you open your eyes, you feel an immense pain in your temple. And you're hearing carnage and fire and people screaming. You look around and all the books are burning.
Oh, God.
There are shadows moving through the library, cutting people down, grabbing them. You hear screams, and you hear the clash of metal. You look down, and there's a hand sticking out of the rubble, and you grab the hand and start to pull, try and get this person out, but all that comes up in your hands is an arm.
Oh, God.
You hear
This is not gonna be kind.
you hear shouting behind you down the aisle, the books already burning, and you see an orc pointing at you. This orc is large, covered in blood, laughing. And it points to you and speaks in a language that sounds savage and you can't understand it, but you see two shadows start sprinting at you behind. You turn and run. You run, and it feels like the end of the aisle is not getting any closer. And then something hits you in the back. And you hit the ground hard. You can feel the blood in your mouth and hands. And you turn around, and there are two goblins there, grabbing you by the arms, pulling you behind them. And as you go into a hole that was in the center of the library, everything goes black. As light starts to return, you see you're back in front of the cave entrance. You see Hazel and Talia and Lyric and Trix standing over you. You clearly have fallen over. And I will open it back up to the group.
I'm going to immediately lurch
Did Loki
over
fall
and
down on the
throw
ground?
Loki fell down on the ground.
up.
Loki
On-
has
Loki
been
fell
down
down
for
right
a minute.
I'm gonna get up on my hands and knees and just fucking puke into that river.
Oh, nice, Loki.
Oh,
Yeah.
Loki, buddy,
And
did it happen again?
between gasps of puking, I'm just gonna be like, we need to go right now.
While everybody's paying attention to Loki, I'm going to take the dagger and pocket it.
Okay.
I'm gonna lean. I'm gonna take the half dead body I have and lurk it at Sato, and then I'm gonna lean down next to Loki and pat his back. You good there, bud? You good there?
I'm gonna do
You
one more dry
okay?
heave.
Oh, bud. Oh, buddy. I know.
And then I'm gonna be like, we're in danger. We have to leave.
Okay.
that dagger.
Okay, we're leaving.
They're not here to help us.
Okay, we're leaving, bud.
Well, we're not
good.
going anywhere
We're
until we get
leaving.
this
I
stuff back to the
doubt
car.
they'd be here to help us if they left a message in blood.
Okay.
Does
Anyway,
anyone know what
bodies-
it actually
Is there an
says?
echo in here? Didn't Artok say that like half an hour ago?
Bodies.
I was
Bodies
using
on the
sarcasm.
cart. Bodies and gold on the cart.
Bodies on
And
the cart,
obsidian.
please. I'm helping my friend on the cart.
Riggs, your
Bodies
music
and
is not
gold on the
helping.
cart.
I cannot
Obsidian-
actually move them there
obsidian
myself,
first,
so
guys, obsidian first.
And as we walk towards the cart, I'm just gonna kind of grab Artak by the arm
Bodies,
And this-
gold, obsidian on the
and
cart.
just say, I'm sorry.
For
And
what?
I'm gonna go towards the cart.
For what? Did you just walk away from me?
Yeah.
Gotta look
I'm
at
gonna
Hazel,
look
like,
at Artok like, what the fuck was that about? Like, what?
I don't know, but what
Uh,
happened?
If you're going to, if you're going to look at me, I'm going to say two things. The first one, I'm going to tell you the message says, "We are coming." And then the second thing I'm going to say is, "You can kill me later, but I have a feeling I did something I'm going to regret."
Lovely.
Clearly.
Okay, everybody on the
Well,
cart.
fuck.
Not people, of course, but obsidian, gold, half-dead people on the cart. Let's go. I'm gonna start using my monkey powers to go grab cases of bullshit.
Same.
All right, you
How
got
much
it.
we get?
I'm a fast loader.
How much
How
are we?
much can we get on this cart? We'll start with
So-
the obsidian first, and then go to gold second.
Well, our two injured friends, and we're just gonna walk the cart. And then obsidian
I am
first,
also willing
and
to
then
shove
gold.
gold in my backpack.
Yeah, we could
Obsidian
probably
first,
all
then
fill
gold
our
rings.
packs.
So you already, I think you already divvied out how much everybody got.
No, we did
Yeah, I
not.
think he wrote it. Yeah, he wrote it down
Yeah.
somewhere.
And party
Uh,
treasury, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, did I add? I don't know if I added it yet.
it does not look like you
You
added
said
it in party
somewhere-
treasure.
Oh
You may-
wait, yeah. The very first
You
thing
did,
on the
yeah.
14.
Yeah,
2,
20,000
8,
coins.
5, 7 gold pieces each.
2857, yeah.
Can we just add that to our character sheets and we'll read
And
be
then
nice
we
and not make us
found
worry
Yeah.
about
all of
carrying?
these.
Yeah, that's what yours initially. That was out. That's
Yeah, everybody
why
can
you
add.
did that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2,857.
Yep, and add that to your list.
Music!
It's so
I
good. I
know,
love
know.
it.
Thank you.
So I look at Hazel and I
800 and what? 57?
2857.
2857. Yeah.
Plus 19, what is that?
Get a calculator. You have a computer in front of your face. That's what I just did.
That's what I'm doing. And that's gold pieces, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. It's
Okay.
pretty good. And so, how this works is, there's 2 spots in the front, 3 in the back for
So
people. So if you can equate that, there's enough to stack a couple, 3 stacks worth of goods in the back.
So my question
Obsidian.
reads,
Yes.
I just want to double check for the size of the cart. Is there enough room for Aldinus to sit here and us to lay our other friend across the...
We'll just
Maybe
bend
we
his
can,
knees.
like,
It'll be
scrunch
fine.
up.
Why, I don't want to unwrap him, so I'd want to lay him like that, across that with his head in Aldinus's lap. Is there enough room for him to lay across the bench, or does he need to lay out flat in the back?
Well, there's only enough room in the front for 2 of you.
Well, I
and
know.
You would have to quite literally lay across your laps.
Yeah, he
We
would have
get
to lay across,
broken
and it's going to be
people.
Aldinus's lap, so I'm not going to, no one else is going to ride. Aldinus
We're
will
just
ride in
gonna
one
lead
seat,
the mule by halter.
and he'll ride in the other, and we'll lead
So
the
you-
mule by the reins.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yes, we could do that.
Okay, so that's what we want to do.
Okay.
That leaves the whole back open for storage.
Yep. So 2 in
Yep.
so as long as that equates to 2 in the front.
It does equate to 2 in the
Yes,
front.
2
It's
in the
just
front.
one of them is laying across. Oh,
Yeah,
I just-
that's okay.
what did I just delete myself? I just deleted myself.
Oh, you did. Well,
I was trying to delete the line, and I deleted the line and myself. Can I come
Well,
back?
done.
requires your presence.
You get,
Talia disappears from the face of the earth.
So, how much obsidian can we get in the back, Reeks?
well, there's 7 crates, so
I'm so sorry.
it's okay. Does that work?
Yes,
Sato's
thank
gonna
you.
be grabbing those right away and piling them
Yeah,
in.
that's what I'm saying.
And if I
how
have to
else?
pile them high, I'll get some hemp rope and actually tie them down.
I have
Well, I'm
rope.
trying to figure out how much. I know we could put 3 people in the back. How many crates does that equate to?
Can we get all 7?
That's the question.
We could stick one on top of the chest or put the chest on top of one.
I would say if you tie them up tightly
Uh-huh.
and take a little time to do that, yeah, you could stack them all in one stack.
Okay.
It's gonna be
Okay.
pretty high.
No, I think 2 stacks. I think we do 2 stacks.
The obsidian,
One of
the
3
obsidian
and one of
and the
4.
gold and the half-dead people are the only things we're concerned about.
Well, the gold you already have now. You have them
Yeah,
in your.
We're carrying
like,
it on our persons.
on your person.
And we got the injured persons in the thing, so all we need to do is get the obsidian on now.
Yep, that's right. Unless you want to take any of the other stuff too, there's some stone tablets in there. There are some.
Yeah, I think
Um,
if we
some-
stack...
Just for sake of argument, when we divide up the gold, it works out to just a little over 57 pounds per person to carry. I think that is very manageable, and we can just say that's fine.
Okay. But that's good. That's great. We're not worried about the gold. The gold is already handled. But my question is, wait, Reeks, how much storage do we have on there? Do we have enough storage to add the stone tablets or just the obsidian?
You could probably add the stone tablets.
Okay, so
They're
stone
not that
tablets,
heavy. Yeah.
stone tablets and obsidian, that's what we're taking.
Okay, you got it. Stone tablets and obsidian.
We don't care about
Just the
anything
important
else.
shit. Yeah, everything
People
else is
from
rotted
Phandelver
food.
get the rest.
Rotted
Yep.
food and shit.
Yeah.
And we left
Yeah.
it close enough to the entrance of the goblin cave that if they send a party to come get it, they can send a party to come get it. But this stuff is important. We got the gold out. Y'all guys got the necklace from that angry motherfucker, right?
We got
I
like
think-
2 or 3 necklaces from this trip. One of them
I
has to be
think
the out of
I
character.
think
One of them has
Artok
to be
has
the one
that.
you need.
I think Artok has that. Artok, you do have the bag of holding, so if you want to go throw anything else in there, you can.
I think we're pretty full because I put 15,000 gold in there.
Oh,
Or no, the gold's
Okay.
on us. I think you're
yeah, the
gold's
gold's
on
on us.
Yeah.
Oh,
So your
Yeah,
bag of
we
holding.
get the gold out of the bag of holding. Yep.
okay.
Do we want to put well, if his bag is open, do we want to put the parties or
Well,
the
he's
supplies that
got-
was supposed to go to
He also
Phandelver
has
in there?
that. No, I think we're good. We're good. The supplies is rotten at this point anyway. Let's go.
All right. Are we
So-
all happy to
On the
move
road.
forward?
Well, before that, I wanted to ask Azel, kind of looking at the writing again. I say, what did you say this said?
It says, "We are coming."
And DM, the medallion
Yeah.
you said I noticed, the one Loki touched, is it still there, or
It is. It's currently laying on the
Well-
on the ground beside the yeah.
Would it
Do-
not have? Sorry,
Well, it was on the dagger, but you took the dagger, right?
I took the dagger, so I was wondering would it have stayed on the dagger?
Well, sure. If you want to, is that what you meant? I wasn't sure.
Well, because if it was attached to the dagger, I was just gonna take the dagger and pocket
Okay.
it without anybody noticing.
Just wrap around the handle.
Artok noticed it first, but he
If
didn't get a chance to inspect it.
if Artok wants the medallion, I'll give him the medallion.
Do
If
I
he
know-
asks for it.
do you give it to me? Like, what? I'm looking for it on the ground.
It's entirely up to you guys. You
up
do
to
your
you.
thing.
I'll just. Considering I'm pretty sure I know what you're looking for, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to slyly toss the medallion in his direction without him noticing it was me doing it. If he notices it, then I really don't care, but
Do I recognize the medallion, Reeks?
You do.
Alright. Get like a really somber look on my face. Pocket it. Took the medallion, put it around my neck, put it in my tunic. Then I'm gonna walk off this way. And use my last spell slot to
Okay.
use this spell.
sending.
All right, you got it, Artok.
So,
What would you like to say?
I would like to say to my sister, I think they found me. I found some evidence from the library. Be ready. And that's it.
Would I have noticed
Then
him?
I'm going to go back to the group.
I was
You
paying
got it, Artok.
absolute protection to him. Would I have noticed him saying that?
So, Azel, you have the ability to read lips, sir.
I do.
Um,
If he was turned away from me, I couldn't see it.
that entirely depends on Artok here.
Can I do a DM thing?
Yeah.
Roll me a d20.
I love
Okay.
this.
Just a regular D20.
Just regular d20. I'll
He's
say if
stretching
you
his
did or
DM
not.
muscles already.
I love it.
I love it.
Okay, out of character, we've been planning this for like 3 months.
Yeah, we have.
That's a 9.
You did not.
Okay, that's fair.
All right.
Artok turned away from you.
Perfect.
Okay, then can I, when Artok comes back, can I ask, so
Yeah, please.
what was that about?
What was what about?
That's so on
Well,
brand.
that charm seems to be, that thing that was hanging on that dagger. You seem to, it seems, you seem to know something about it.
Artok pulls out the medallion, and on it you can see 2 crossed hammers. And he flips it around, and it's written in Draconic. And Artok looks at you and says, "This says, Ephel Arasati. She was a friend." Artok pulls one out. 2 that looks very, almost identical, with a flame on it. He turns around, he says, "This is mine.
Oof.
We all have these. This is why I killed them all." And he puts it away and he walks to the cart.
Oof.
Lyric's gonna walk by with a handful of the stone tablets. Did you just cause existential dread, Azel? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, guys. What'd you do? Just kidding.
I may have done something incredibly bad. I should
Talk
not
about
have
it later.
done it.
Load cart
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Okay, I'm gonna put the stone tablets in the cart and come back to Azel. Let's talk and walk, buddy. Talk and walk. You can tell me
I
all
will
about
talk
it.
and
It'll
walk.
be fine.
I will talk and walk.
They'll get the mule sorted out. We and you can talk while we walk, okay? What'd you do? How can I help?
I saved an orc that I thought was a good thing to do, and now I think I just condemned Artok to life of misery, and I'm so sorry. No,
Has Azel been drinking?
I
Do
have been.
you want
But
some? Do you want some mead, man? I got a wineskin. I got a wineskin that's like half full. Do you want some?
God, I could drink right now. Yes, please.
Okay, here. I'm gonna hand him my half full wine mead wineskin.
But no, I
Talia has my other one, so it's fine.
saved an
You have
orc
it,
I
yes.
probably shouldn't have saved.
Okay.
Anyway.
Is that who you think left the message?
Seems like it, considering, and I'll bring out the dagger. This dagger looks very similar to the guy that was wearing one when I saved him.
That reminds me. Good thing you did. Do you remember that triangle with the crescent moon thing we talked about back at the inn? Yeah, and how that's symbol
Yes.
for good guys. Yeah, it's totally tattooed on our friend dude over there who's all wrapped up in the magic shroud. So we should totally take him back to Phandalin, right? Cool.
I mean, yeah, look, like
Totally
I'm
your
not.
idea, bud. I'm just gonna pat his arm really heavy. Your idea, bud. Your idea.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you take credit for that one. You can have it. I don't want credit, and I'm gonna take the wine mead pack and a big swig, and then hand it back to him.
Funny
We're just gonna walk and drink. Me and Azer are just gonna walk and drink. It's fine.
Actually, yeah, I'm just gonna walk and drink at this point.
We're gonna finish off the wine screen. It's gonna mean.
I think I have my own wineskin too, so I'm just gonna like.
So it's not.
It's fine. I packed 4 of them. You're good.
Well, we'll go just a little tiny bit longer here, and then we're gonna. It's not much longer until you kind of come to the junction in the part of the road here where you remember before.
Ew, blood. Ew,
And you
horses.
remember, you see in front of you something quite odd. It looks like parts in the road that have been kind of blasted and scorched away, seemingly by some kind of fireball or some flat blast or something.
Possibly.
There are bits of blood, and there are a couple of corpses of goblins here on the road in front of you.
Can I go try to investigate the area?
Sure.
I'm going to have Flicker chill with the cart.
Okay.
Flicker apparently goes under the cart.
Oh yeah, he's on a different layer. That gotta make sense though. All right. Yeah, Trix. Roll an investigation check for me. Is that what are you investigating?
Just try to figure out what the fuck happened?
Oh, okay.
Would it be investigation or perception?
Perception, probably. Yeah.
Yes!
Wow, that was so close on that 7. Trix, this looks like an ambush that went wrong. It most definitely involved magic of some sort, multiple fireballs or blasts. The goblins surely weren't expecting such a retaliation from whoever they tried to take on here. There is some things that you notice. Some crates and some barrels are moved off the cart, along with a couple of bloodstains here that you notice. It kind of leads off into like a southwestern direction.
2 questions.
Sure.
1, how long roughly were we in that cave? How many days? Roughly?
Not days.
Not a whole day. Like
It was like 2 or
most
3
of
hours.
a day.
Well, you did take a
Yeah,
rest.
most of a day.
You took a short rest at one point.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, it was most of the day.
24-ish hours?
No, it was like a good
We
6-7
went
hours
in the
probably.
morning.
Yeah.
It's like dinner time now.
Yeah, we'll say probably around. Yeah, it's
Long
eve-
ass
it's
fucking day. Damn.
it's late afternoon, so.
Well, you gotta remember, combat only lasts like 5 minutes.
When we, so it's been like, what, 12 hours since we were last at this intersection?
Sorry.
So it's been, what, maybe 12 hours since we were
Not
last
quite
here?
that
Not
long.
even.
I would say probably
Less than
like
12
closer to
hours,
7
and there's
or 8.
signs of a battle.
There was a battle here, and you remember you do have a newly acquainted person in your party here. She did describe an ambush
Yeah,
that did
that,
take
that thought had
place.
crossed my mind. I'm just gonna look back and see how conscious does Aldinus look?
She is.
Good
Sitting
number.
at the front of the cart.
She
Oh,
is
no.
nodding in and out of consciousness.
Oh no.
I'm gonna
Should
go
I
up to
punch her?
her and Talia. Be like,
Should I punch her?
I'm gonna look at Talia as kind of get her attention as well and say, Aldinus, was this where you and your uncle got into trouble?
Uncle. We have to.
I know. Was it at this road? Was there fireballs and explosions?
Goblins.
Maybe
I'm just
we
gonna
should.
kind of,
Maybe
like,
we
put
should
my
just
hand on-
continue on ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna put my hand on
Yeah,
Trix and
guys.
say, I don't think she's up for this right now.
No.
We
Well,
we need
I-
to continue.
There's a blood stain.
We can come back and investigate. We
Okay,
need to
wait.
help these people.
How fast am I as a fox?
Pretty fast.
I got
Especially if
one in me, right? For
Probably
today, I've
faster
got
as
one
a-
more left in me.
Person, honestly.
I think yeah. I think you do.
I think
Yeah.
that we determined that last session that I have
Yeah.
one more shift in me.
One more left.
All
yeah.
right. I'm gonna bounce a little bit. I'm gonna hand the wineskin to Azel. If you empty it, you gotta fill it, and then I'm gonna switch
Fair
into a
enough.
fox, and I'm
Chug.
gonna go barreling off.
I'm going to attempt
my
to chase after
intention-
her.
No, you stay. My intention is to search the surrounding area, like the trees and the bushes and stuff, to see if I find a body or an injured man.
Would you be willing to wait long enough for me to tell you where the blood stain was?
I'll find it.
By the cart!
So
All right.
I'm just gonna
There.
bound my way this way,
Okay.
scootaloo, and I'm gonna come over here, and I'm just gonna look around, like I said, for an injured man or a dead body, one of the two.
Yep. Roll a perception check for me, Lyric.
You got
And
it.
do it with advantage because you have a very keen sense of smell.
I'm just gonna say to the rest of the group, I don't know if we have the room. Like, I would love to save another person. I don't know if we have the room to do that.
They don't piggyback.
We'll figure it out.
Like how Sato got volunteered to piggyback.
I know. It's just like, hey, Sato.
I mean,
Excuse me?
I'll tie a rope around your feet and drag you.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's cool. Oh, look at the nat 20 Lyric.
Nice. That's 2 tonight. Damn.
Really
Wait,
good.
was she doing that at advantage or no?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Lyric, the trail of blood, it looks as though somebody took a couple of arrows, and they probably waddled off somewhere into the forest here to try and get away from the goblins. As you
And then
track the
waddled
blood.
away.
the blood seems to lead you to like a little bit of a lower point in the canopy here in the forest. Yeah, I'm moving character.
Can I be following
and-
slowly behind her?
I'm very, very fast.
He's really quick.
I'm a
Yeah.
fox.
You can probably see where she's at. I would say, Trix.
I mean, I don't expect to be
coming
like
back.
on top of her, but just like enough to keep her in my line of sight, maybe. At least when she gets to the cart.
Sure. Before you kind of go over an embankment,
Uh-huh.
and what you see bothers you a lot,
Aw.
Lyric.
Shit.
There is the
He's
the
gone.
body of an middle-aged man. Seems to have like a long leather apron on, like maybe a blacksmith or something like that. He seems to have a pack next to him full of maybe clothes. He unfortunately probably came here to hide and bled out.
Okay, do I see on him any small sentimental tokens, like a necklace?
He
Something
does
like
have a
that
necklace
that I
on, Lyric. Yes.
can- Okay.
It's a little silver charm. It seems to be kind of an odd shape. It's four-sided, but the lower left-hand corner kind of has a little bit of a notch out of it. It's very odd. Almost like it was cut out. On the inside there's an inscription, and it looks like there's like a little like an engraving of like a hill with a tree and like a sun in the background.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and shift back into people form,
Sure.
and I'm going to take the necklace, and I'm going to rifle through his pack to see if I find any gold. I mean, he's dead. I'm looking for his gold pouch.
Yeah. Yeah, you do find a pouch, Lyric. There is exactly 27 gold,
Nice.
two platinum,
Damn.
Shit! Okay, I was gonna give it to Aldinus, but I'm keeping it now.
14 silver, and 2 copper.
Okay, so 2 platinum, correct?
Yep.
27 gold.
That's right.
How much silver?
24, I think.
What's that to a person who has literally
And how much
nearly
copper?
3,000 gold?
2
I know.
copper.
How much gold is in a platinum?
10.
10.
There's also something else in the pouch, Lyric. There's a little, looks like a piece of wood. It's very thin and very long, and it has like a little heart carved into it, and right beside it, it says, Aldinus.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Well, that
I'm gonna pull that out of the
confirms
pouch
it. Damn.
too. I'm gonna pull that out of the pouch too,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna take the necklace and the Aldinus heart thing, and I am going to pocket them. I'm gonna jog monk my way back to the cart. I'm gonna look at Trix and be like, girl, stay with the others, and then I'm gonna continue to jog past her.
That's amazing.
And then,
Did you find him?
He's dead. I'm gonna keep going.
I just got pinched the bridge of my nose, realizing she left his poor dead body just
No, it's
out
fine.
in the elements.
Leave it for the animals. It's fine. Let's go. We don't got time for this. We do not got time to bury him. We're gonna tell Aldinus we
Trix,
buried him.
are you coming back, Trix?
Gonna tell her we buried him.
I'm
I have an
gonna.
idea.
What are you doing, Trix?
I'm going to go and get Artok and say, hey, Artok,
Hey,
do
Trix.
you feel up
Don't
to
say it
helping
too loud.
cremate a corpse?
No.
She's right there, you guys.
She want me to what?
Let's go. Let's go, guys. Let's go. She's right here. Let's just go. It's fine. It's fine.
Just come here. Come
fine.
here.
It's fine. We
Well,
don't got time for this.
Trix, we
Orcs!
don't have time.
Orcs are coming.
You keep going. We'll catch up. It won't take that long.
He's slow and squishy. And genocidal.
What do you want me to do?
Just come over here. I'm going to pull you away from the cart. And say, her uncle is dead over there, and I really don't want to just leave his body out for the elements if we can avoid it.
Yeah, it sucks.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's not let him out for the elements. Can you point me where he is?
I'm just going to go over here and then gesture over at where Lyric found him. I would also
Holy crap.
prefer to
Where'd you
not
find him
start a
again?
forest fire.
Right over there.
Right here.
A rare bit
He's
of
in the
Artok
forest, so be
compassion.
careful.
I'm gonna look, kind of look over my shoulder.
Yeah.
Seems like Aldinus can't see it, and I'm gonna use Firebolt to set him on fire.
Oh, you got it, Artok.
If we, again, I don't want to start a forest fire.
It's raining.
It's raining.
Fine.
Yeah, it's just
Totally
started to
sounds
rain.
like it's raining.
While they're
Yeah.
doing that, can I go talk to
And-
Aldinus?
Sure you can. And the fire and the body catches on fire, Artok. And
There's nothing else useful on this corpse.
yeah, there's a moment where you can see, it ignites, and you kind of make the fire a little hotter by laying a couple more into it.
Just kind of give like a little dragonborn genuflect at the body, and then turn around and walk away.
Yeah.
I'm
could-
going to watch from a distance just enough to make sure nothing nearby is going to catch fire.
You got it, Trix.
It was a
Artok
nice
does
use
not
of the word.
understand that she's scared of fire. He still hasn't
Yeah.
done that yet.
Sure. Lyric, did you want to? Oh, you're so little.
I know, you made me little. It's fine.
Sorry.
She's little. She's just extra short because of the goblin spell. It's fine. I'm gonna spend a... Okay, who's standing next to me?
Artok.
You have a key point?
Artok? I have key points. We took a short rest.
Meditated.
I'm going to spend a key point. I'm gonna look at Artok and say, "Sorry, bud." I'm gonna lightly punch him on the arm. Because I have to use an unarmed strike to make this work. So I'm gonna lightly punch Artok on the arm, and then I'm gonna punch Aldinus and punch some health into her.
Oh, nice.
God.
Nice. How much is it, Lyric?
It is my martial arts die plus my wisdom modifier. My martial die is currently a d6. So it's gonna be a d6 plus 2. So give me just a second here.
Yeah, you got it.
It's not much, but
We're just gonna go a little bit longer, guys, and then we're gonna call it. I'm sorry.
I
I
just
want
need
to
to
get
be
to
able
a
to
certain
talk
point.
to her, and
Yeah.
I can't talk to her when she's like this, so...
In and out of consciousness.
I don't think she's gonna get much better.
that's gonna be 6 hit points back.
All right, 6.
And Artok, I'm just not even gonna, like... I just half-heartedly hit you, but I have to hit something before I can hit.
Just a little.
stuff back. Yeah.
If you look in memes, that's how I assume it looked.
Throw punch.
Yeah, what's the hit for me, okay? I can roll an unarmed strike against you if you really want me to.
No thanks.
And
He
did
slapped
that
you,
did that give
basically.
her enough to like bring her around a little bit?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
she is.
I'm gonna.
She is. Sorry.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say she is. She's very. What's the word? She's in and out. Your healing absolutely helped her. She seems a little bit more focused on staying awake now. She's looking over at you in your direction. She says, I know this place.
Hey, Aldinus. Okay.
Yeah.
I am. And I'm gonna press the necklace and the little token into her hand. I'm gonna, with one hand on her shoulder, like just like bracing her, and I'm gonna press the other hand with the stuff into her hand, and I'm just gonna like very sincerely, which is hard for Lyric, and I'm gonna go, I am so sorry. I need you to stay calm and rest. We're gonna get you somewhere safe. I'm sorry he's gone. Okay? I'm sorry. And then that's all I have to say, because Lyric is bad at this. She's so bad at this, you guys.
What? She takes a look down in her hand, Lyric, at the little carved piece of wood. I gave this to my uncle. This was for him to remember me when I went to the university. Where did you find?
Just sad. Just sad Lyric. Sad Lyric. Sad
Oh.
Lyric vibes. Look, guys, I am still looking like a fucking changeling talking to Eltinus. I'm so terrible.
She absolutely breaks down in front of you. Tears. There's lots of sobbing as she kind of begins to try and take herself out of the cart, and hop down on the ground to try and go towards the wreckage.
Can I say that I like the body is cremated, fire is out, and I'm walking up at this point?
Oh, don't tell her it's been cremated. I'm just gonna be like,
use those
we-
words.
we put him to rest. He's
Yes,
fine.
those
We
were the
took care
words
of
I
it.
was going to use.
We took care of it. You do not want to go see it, okay? You want to stay right here and rest. We're gonna go back to town where you'll be safe.
No.
Okay?
No. He was.
I know.
He was all I had. He was. She just kind of passes out.
Oh no. I tried. I'm sorry, Talia. I tried.
Time to go, guys. Time to go.
Can I take some rope and help just make sure she is safely secured in her seat and not going to fall out?
Sure you can.
We are not tying her to the seat.
It's a seatbelt. It's fine.
Let's just go.
Can we just go?
All right.
I'm going to give her a seatbelt, and then we're going.
Yeah. Does everybody have about 10 more minutes?
Yeah.
Aye, aye.
And then- Loki?
Yep.
He said I.
Awesome. All right, nice. As you continue on, everyone,
Lyric's gonna hang way back and be very sad.
For the sake of
The words
argument,
he's
I
all
did my
had
best.
really kind of stabbed me right in the chest there. Not nice.
Aw.
For the record, I did my best to kind of cover up what was left with dirt, and if you think I would have had time, I would have liked to take a dagger and carve whatever religious appropriate symbol into a tree nearby
Sure,
to mark it.
Yeah. We'll say that you had some time there, and roll a perception check just for the sake of it. 16, okay. As you do, you are very, very cautious and aware of your surroundings, Trix, as you select the piece of wood and kind of carve a little notch or two into it, make some symbols.
But the D&D equivalent of a cross for
Sure.
thing.
Yeah.
But carve that symbol into a tree just to mark it in case Eldinus wants to come back here and know where it is.
Yep, definitely. All right.
I figure a tree is probably safer than anything else.
All right, perfect. And as you continue on through the woods here, on your path, you remember the road is very windy ahead and very muddy, and you navigate the different paths as it kind of encircles itself around rocks and around very large trees and things like that. And as soon as you kind of cross one particular bridge that you remember,
Not that music.
That's
Why
the
that
ominous
music?
We're fine. It's fine. This is fine.
Reeks, I only have 2 spell slots left.
I
Why
got
would you do
a
this?
text box over the spot just for future reference.
you
Oh,
notice.
for fuck's sake!
Oh, I messed this all up. Hold on. That.
Reeks, why?
As soon as you come across around the corner here, you notice, you hear
My life.
a bowstring tighten
God damn it.
just above a rock, and you hear the words, "Hold it. That's close enough. Stop.
Immediately
Just
pulls
really
Maladroit to
loudly
a stop.
From the back is literally gonna yell, "For sake!"
Please tell me it's not more bandits. That's all I ask.
You see the one in the closest sees
I guess that was
Sato
the
kind of
character.
slowly reaching down. I wouldn't do that. You see the leader. The leader says to you, "I see blue skin, short type with the hooves, possibly tail.
I
The one in the back with the
guys.
drums. With the
I'm gonna
drum. Oh, the
very
little
quickly
one.
shift.
The satyr in the
Very-
back. The satyr in the back. Listen, here's how this is gonna work. You're all gonna, and as soon as she begins to talk, an arrow flies from behind and penetrates her eyeball right in front of you, and she falls dead. Dead in front of you.
Fuck.
As soon as that happens, another falls dead in front of you. Another arrow, and then another. You see, the one closest to you seems to start to run towards you, noticing their allies falling, and she falls.
Oh shit.
There's a moment of silence before
Or what?
Oh, the
Oh,
fuck.
Oh,
no.
God damn it.
Fuck. Be not afraid, motherfucker.
Jesus fucking
Guys,
Christ.
look south.
Oh my god.
You begin to look around you, and everywhere you look stands an orc with an axe or a sword or a club.
Oh god damn it.
In front of you stands a very large orange orc. He has a large
Oh,
spike
no.
on his right shoulder. Behind him
Sucks.
wields a very large orc with a very broad axe.
Do
Below
I
them,
recognize any of them?
you
Nothing that
recognize
matters.
a couple of the garment that they wear, and as they look out, you hear them. Sorry, 1 second.
It was nice knowing y'all.
Did you
My
like our
girlfriend
gift,
told me.
dragon?
Well, shit.
Oh, I'm gonna look over my shoulder at our top. Are you
Same.
paying for this?
Keep the dragon,
Kinda
And the
start
orc.
making my,
kill the
way down
rest.
front.
Oh my
God
god,
damn it.
what?
I'm speaking out in
damn
Orcish to everybody. If I recognize the garments. I'll vicious
What do you
mockery
say?
even to make it booming. I saved one of you not so long ago. If any of you have any sense of honor, you will let us pass.
Ha! Let it not speak, or it will cast a spell on you. Artak, it looks at you, points. We'll make you scream like she did.
Artok is very upset, very angry.
That's
He's
never
gonna yell back. I'll present your head at her grave in Ashwar.
Riggs, what the fuck was the fire thing that's now gone?
So I was supposed to be there, don't pay attention.
Oh, okay, that was an accident then. Because that was the most
It's
what the
Kill
fuck?
me.
Which one is speaking specifically? This one here?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, Artak, you said.
I looked at him, just like yelling back. I'll present your head to her at her grave in Ashwar.
Artak, I need you to roll a con save for me, please, sir.
Oh god.
I'm giving him guidance.
Con save.
Yeah.
Wait.
I don't think guidance
I
works
don't think
on
that's how that
saving throws.
works. Yep.
No.
Is it just ability check? It is. Oh,
Yeah.
never mind.
Accessibility
This
checks.
is something a little bit different.
Oh.
Squishy!
Ooh, lucky.
Yeah. You take, give me 1 second here. That is 6, so that's half on a save. So you take 3 points of radiant damage, Artak.
Oof.
Pain begins to burn down the left side of your chest, and you begin to feel, rather see a kind of a glowing red through the front of your garment.
Oh
Great.
no.
That, my friends, is where we're going to call it for the evening.
God
What
damn
the
you,
fuck?
Reese.
Goddamn necklace, isn't it?
My girlfriend's gonna
No.
fucking kill me, Reese!
This is
If
leading
I
us to-
survive this, she's gonna kill me!
You assume the orcs aren't gonna kill us?
Listen, she's gonna bring me back from the grave and kill me again!
Just so you know, Loki didn't hear you threatening him. He was distracted by the fire shadows
Oh
in the
my
shape
God.
of butterflies. I'm totally
Oh my
killing
God.
Zero.
Y'all are gonna tell Cesira I went down. I'm gonna get doted over. This is gonna be great.
Why
Love
does he
that
want
for
to
me.
save me?
Cause you're half orc. He's being racist.
Or no. Why does he want? Is he saving me because I saved that guy? Oh God, so many questions. Anyway,
So was
Questions to
the
be asked
one
after
that
this.
was talking was the one who, out of character, was released? Sorry, is
I
that
don't
meta?
know.
That's metagaming, isn't it?
he
Oh, the guy
didn't
was
tell me
revealed.
that I.
Okay,
All he told me was that I recognized the markings on some of them. So
gotcha.
Well, shit, guys. We're fucked.
Yeah.
Woo! All right.
No joke.
We
Time.
can take
We still on stream? By stream?
Yeah, we are. Say by stream. We haven't said by stream yet.
Bye, stream.
Join us in
Bye,
2
stream.
weeks. 2
yes,
weeks,
2
guys.
weeks. 2 weeks stream.
2
Bye,
See you then.